Family Radio 91.9 FM, Baton Rouge. On the net at johnfineproductions.com. And on YouTube, please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. With Yellow Jackets color commentator Mitch Covington and producer John Fine. Here now is your Yellow Jackets play-by-play announcer, Josh Ward.
Good evening and happy Friday to you, and welcome to Yellow Jackets basketball as the 3-seed home team Yellow Jackets and the 6-seeded Ruston Bearcats have made the trip down to Denham Springs and what is now being called the Hornsby Gym Annex here at Walker High School. I'm Josh Ward. Welcome in to the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up brought to you by Sporting Center, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. At Sporting Center, they have everything you need from athletic equipment to school uniforms. Go see Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCants, and their terrific staff. That is at Sporting Center, 205 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. Right, when we were with you on Tuesday night, it was a 75-57 win for the Yellow Jackets over the Westgate Tigers right here from the Hornsby Gym Annex at Walker High School. So that moves the Yellow Jackets into the quarterfinals here, as it is the 6-seeded Ruston Bearcats coming in here. This is a team that was in the quarterfinals last year as well and actually upset the number 1 seeded Zachary Broncos on their way to Lake Charles. So Ruston is a very familiar team here in this spot of the playoffs in the quarterfinals. Yellow Jackets, as we know, were in the quarterfinals last year themselves, and they lost at home to Natchitoches Central. Got a lot to get to before tip-off here. Of course, we will have John Fine and his special guest. Denham Springs Hall of Famer Drexel Robinson will be with him. We will, of course, have our interview with assistant coach Tony Sterling to get the X's and O's of this one. And then we will get you ready for tip-off here, as it will be the Yellow Jackets and the Ruston Bearcats. As always, we come to you on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the web at johnfineproductions.com, and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. We please ask that you give it a like and subscribe. Keeps you up to date with everything we are doing here at DS Jacket Vision. So we will take a timeout. When we return, it will be my good buddy Mitch Covington joining me right here. It is the Yellow Jackets and the Bearcats quarterfinal action. Trip to Lake Charles on the line. We're back with more after this. It is the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Has it going on? Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts. 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
As we're looking back into the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, it is the Yellow Jackets and the Ruston Bearcats from Walker High School. It is what is being called, Mitch, as we have been seeing here on the screen at Walker High School, the Hornsby Gym Annex. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. Great to have you along with us as well. All right, Mitch, this past Tuesday, it was a 75-57 win for the Yellow Jackets over Westgate. A nice win there, but the goal was getting back here to the quarterfinals with the opportunity to make the trip to Lake Charles. So the Yellow Jackets were in this spot last year, as we know, lost at home to Natchitoches Central. So the Yellow Jackets have something to prove here, but Ruston comes in, and they are a very good basketball team.
Well, they are. It's going to be a huge challenge tonight, as you mentioned, right back where we were last year at this time of the year, and trying to make that step, get 1, 2, 3 more games left with us, trying to get to the state championship finals in Lake Charles. And, of course, the step after this one is the top 28, so everyone playing in Lake Charles at this point would be neutral site. So one last home game here. Would love to see the Jackets come out on top. Expecting a really big crowd Friday night. The kids are back in school. Everybody's kind of back in their normal routine. Last week played on Tuesday, or last game played on Tuesday. So wasn't as big a crowd as probably expected on that one. Not a lot of students were here. Had some students, some that we always expect to see, familiar faces.
Yes.
But not quite as big as we're going to see tonight. We're back at school now. Everybody's back in the routine. Going to be a big crowd. I think a lot of people are excited. I mean, here we are 38 minutes before tip-off, and the lower bowl is already getting ready to fill in. A lot of people are coming in, so if you do have plans to get out here, need to make it here quickly so you can get you a good seat.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a quick look at the playoff bracket here and the remaining teams that we have. So if you're looking there on your screen at DS Jacket Vision, you got the 1 seed, Zachary. They are hosting Sulphur. Then you have the 12 seed as the one school, or the 1 seed rather, that has kind of made it through. The rest of the things kind of went chalk, and that is Covington and Acton Central in that one. Then obviously you have Denham Springs and Ruston here, and then East Ascension and Central is the game that the Yellow Jackets will be watching the most here tonight, because that's who they will match up there. So, Mitch, what I was thinking when I was looking at that is, man, the Yellow Jackets can win here tonight. They've got an opportunity to get revenge on whoever wins out of Central or EA, because they lost to Central earlier at Central, and the EA was their one lone district loss. That's a good point. It'll be revenge-minded, correct, against whoever it may be. And both of those games were tight games, getting into the fourth quarter. Central pulled away a little bit in the fourth, but that would be a toss-up game probably with either one of those. And so, as you mentioned, we have a lot of focus with that. But, of course, our main focus is going to be right here with the Ruston Bearcats, because they're an impressive squad. Was able to have a chance to, look on YouTube, find a lot of different things, seeing highlights, a lot of different games. They've got quick guards. They've got guards that can shoot. They've got big, I don't know if you call them center for whatever, but Ahmad Hudson, great player. You'll hear about him a lot tonight. So he's 6'6". He's going to handle things in the paint, getting rebounds, getting put back dunks, and things like that. So Jackets have their hands full, but we've got a lot of good athletes on our side as well. And in this gym especially, shot really well last week. We came into here, that was one of the worries. How do you do it not in your own gym? How do you feel and comfortable with that? And I don't think anybody felt any better than Jeremy Williams. He had 26 points last week. Really got the Jackets going and was leading along the way. Sean Goldman kicked in several three-pointers, and he also had 15 points. And so we've got our opportunities. We're going to have our chances. If we can keep knocking down the outside shots just like we did on Tuesday, we're going to be right there in it at the end. Yeah, and I think what is a big part of this game is that both of these teams were in this exact spot last year. Obviously Ruston, as we know, beat Zachary last year at Zachary, so that was a big win for them to go to the top 28. Yellow Jackets, again, just falling short. One game in that one last year at home against Natchitoches Central. And, Natchitoches Central has kind of been that kryptonite for the Yellow Jackets, so I'm glad they're on the other side of the bracket for us this year, because it's just one of those teams that just you had a hard time ever getting over the hump with them. So glad that's over here. But again, as you said, these are two good basketball teams here. Anytime you're at this point of the season, you're in the quarterfinals, everybody's good. Records don't really matter. As we do know, though, Yellow Jackets are now 28-3 on their season. So that's 31 games the Yellow Jackets have played so far this season. And Ruston comes in at 18-5 in theirs. They are obviously out of District 2-5A. That is that district with West Monroe, Alexandria, Ruston, who else in that? Washita Parish and all that. So anyway, so that's kind of how this one shapes out, Mitch. So obviously, again, as you said, we are expecting a good crowd here. It's starting to file in here. We got the crew with you. Zachary Williamson in the house. Good to see him. We've got John Fine, we've got Mitch, got me, got Darren over here. And then speaking of John Fine, he's going to be with Denham Springs Hall of Famer. Oh, yeah, the most important thing. We've got the flower pencil. So flower pencil got us on track. So I don't have the Mardi Gras beads, but I made sure I brought the flower pencil bag. It did so well last Tuesday for us. Make sure we had it again tonight. All right, we are going to take a timeout. When we return, it will be John Fine and Denham Springs Hall of Famer Drexel Robinson. You won't want to miss that. Stay with us. It is the Yellow Jackets and the Bearcats. Quarterfinal action here from Walker High School. We're back after this with more on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at TS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the law office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
It is Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up, the quarterfinals of the District 1 non-select boys playoffs. Denham Springs playing host to Ruston. Tip-off at or about 6 o'clock. My name is John Fine, producer of the Denham Springs High School broadcast. And with us is Drexel Robinson, a member of the Denham Springs High School Athletic Hall of Fame, a standout basketball player at Denham Springs, and part of the first class to integrate Denham Springs High School. Drexel, how are you?
Doing great, John. How are you doing today?
Good. I see you're dressed in your New York Yankees regalia.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? You're allowed to have that mustache. If we had you last year, I'd say, Drexel, you got to take that Yankee stuff off, because Hal Steinbrenner, following in the tradition of his dad, George Steinbrenner, did not allow facial hair. But you're okay right now. You passed the test.
That's good, John. I'm glad.
Drexel, you've seen Denham Springs basketball a little bit this year. What's your impressions of Coach Cabb's team?
Coach Cabb's team, very impressed with them, John. They play good, good team basketball. They play good defense. They run the ball up and down the floor. They don't get tired to me, so they must be in pretty good, decent shape, you know. But they are well-organized, well-coached team. I'm impressed with them, you know.
What do you think of them playing 5 guards pretty much most of the time?
I didn't hear your question. Say it again.
What do you think about them playing 5 perimeter players at a time pretty much most of the time?
Okay, yeah, John, it's a different generation. That's just what this generation all about, ripping and running up and down the court, 5, one-on-one. It's not like it was when we was playing a lot of pattern basketball and picking and rolling and all that, but, you know, you got to play with what you are dealing with today, and that's what this generation of kids do, running up and down the floor.
How would you like to play in this kind of offense?
Oh, I would have loved to play, John. Thank God he gave me the talent where I could have handled running, pattern offense, whatever. So I would have enjoyed it. I don't think Coach Leggett would have liked it, but I would have enjoyed it.
But somehow I think Coach Leggett would have adapted. No?
That's going to be kind of hard to say, John. I'll be honest with you, I really don't think so.
Okay.
I really don't think so. You know, you have your coaches in certain times, in certain areas for certain opportunities, and Coach Leggett come up in the time that was his time. You know, I don't know if he could adjust to this generation of kids.
All right, take us back to July, August, September of 1970. Denham Springs opening up. You're coming in, and talk about what it was like to be part of the first African-American class in Denham Springs High School.
Well, John, to give you a little correction, it was in August of 69.
69, yeah, because you were a freshman.
That's 69,
My bad.
70, that's okay.
I was just testing you, Drexel. You're on the ball.
That's okay, John. But it was an experience, not only for me and for also the other side, because we had been going to school for 8 years just with all African-American students, teachers, and everything else, and they were doing the same thing with all, white teachers, principals and all. So it was a adjusting year for all of us, and be honest with you, there was some knucklehead that had fights and did all that, but in all, that first year, it turned out all right.
What role did you play as a star athlete in bringing the races together? Were people looking up to you, a big man on campus, so to speak?
Well, John, that big man on campus never hit my head, never thought I was that. I just did whatever the coach asked me to do, play the game, whatever coach asked me to do, use my talent, what the good Lord gave me. And it was just amazing how playing basketball as a team unit brought the community together as a team unit and saw that we really had a lot of much in common than we did have in differences. But to be honest with you, I think it helped bring the community together,
So you think that athletics at Denham Springs High School was sort of a gateway to bringing the student body together?
Oh, I definitely think that, John. I really do. I really think because as you went to the games, you start looking at the students, you start looking at the parents, you start looking at the community who didn't know one another, but they got to know each other at the game, at the halftime, at this and that. So, it brought all of us together, to be honest with you.
All right, Drexel was all-district, 71, 72, 73, three-time all-parish MVP. The team captain, he averaged 21 points a game his senior year, and a three-sport athlete, having also competed in baseball and in track as well, receiving an athletic scholarship to play basketball at Louisiana College. Talk about Alton Leggett, the legendary Hall of Fame coach. Very, very small in stature, but very large in every other way.
Very large in every way, John, with disciplinary, with respect, with knowing the game of basketball. They say he never played it, but he knew the game of basketball very well. And he taught us the game of basketball very well, the sportsmanship side, amen, the respect side, the defensive side, the offensive side, the whole game complete. I respected him almost like a father figure, and to the day he died, it hurt my heart. You know what I'm saying? But I respected him, a long time.
Certainly one of the all-time greats in school history. And talk a little bit about some of your teammates that you played with back in the early 70s.
Well, John, thank God for my teammates who really, we got along well. To say that we just got the chance to meet each other in 69, 70, we got along well. I can't remember a time that we had any differences on the team. And I got one now that I decided to call him tonight and ask him to meet me, and that's Donnie Michon. And Donnie Michon has been a friend, like a brother to me from day one that we met in high school. So, from that year that we integrated into up to now, it's a bunch of them. There's some of them here right now. Renee Wright, Paul Guitro that I played with, and right now they like brothers. Amen, because that's one thing about basketball. It's a family-oriented sport,
Donnie Michon with Michon and Associates,
with
general
Michon
contractors. Okay, fantastic. Mm-hmm. What was it like playing on the road? Were there any issues, any problems, any incidents? People taunting, or no?
Only one incident I can remember. The only person that was taunting us really was the officials.
Really?
Officials couldn't get along because John, they didn't too much get along good with Coach Leggett neither.
Okay.
We had one incident in Clinton where we decided to go to the locker room right before the game started, and they blocked the entrance. And all of us, I'm in the back, the other black guys, Leroy Oliver and Red, we in the black. We wonder why we stopped.
Right.
And we stopped because it had about 4 or 5 big black young men standing, the one going to let us in. And you guess who broke through there and just went straight through them, right?
That would be
little
Mr.
short
Robinson?
man named Coach Alton Leggett.
Oh, Coach Alton Leggett, okay.
Trying to figure out what's going on. And he gets up there and looks at you know how small he was, and then asked him to move in a kind of way that I can't say on the radio. You know what I'm saying? But that really was the only incident that we had.
Talk about going to Louisiana College. Talk about your time at Louisiana College.
A time, John, that I never, ever forget. I really wanted to play basketball. Louisiana College, Coach Allgood gave me that opportunity. They had coaches around here was telling me I was too short to play. Had coaches around here didn't think I was good enough to play. But Coach Allgood, amen, thank God for a dude named Larry Glover. And Coach Glover, his wife, was a coach up there at Denham Springs High. They saw something in me. Coach Mr. Glover went to Louisiana College and played, and he thought I could do the same thing. So he took me up there one Saturday, and I had a workout. And that workout led to my 4 years there that I do not regret. You know.
All right, growing up, who are some of the basketball players that you looked up to? Some in the NBA, maybe some even in the ABA. Who are some of your early heroes?
My early heroes, John, I got two brothers.
Okay.
I'll just be honest with you. I got two brothers that's older than me. One named Jesse James, one named Tommy Lester. And they really was my role model.
Okay.
They played the sport. They played it well. They played defense. They played offense. They listened to. So really, I had two older brothers that I emulated, that I learned from, that they taught me a lot of things. I did have, look at Walt Frazier. I looked at JoJo White. We looked at them and tried to pattern our game after them. But I thank God for my brother, for my older brother.
You were telling me off the air that stylistically you sort of modeled yourself after Walt Clyde Frazier, the New York Knicks guard. You had some mutton chops on the...
Had some mutton chops, John, those sideburns long enough, because back in the day that we went to the school, we couldn't have facial hair either. But the sideburns can come a little bit long, and I styled them a little bit after Clyde Walt Frazier. I sure did, John.
And you're a Yankees fan, as we can see. You're wearing a Yankees hat.
Yankees fan, John.
Ron Guidry, Dave Winfield, you were mentioning?
Louisiana boy. I'm a homeboy, John. There's a lot of guys that play for a lot of these sports teams got Louisiana guys. And Dave Winfield, Ron Guidry, Andy Petty, them Louisiana guys. When we were playing baseball, we kind of emulate ourselves. Willie Mays really was one of our best ones when we was coming up. He was playing, and so, we liked the Willie Mays when we was playing also,
Say hey, Willie Mays.
Say hey, kid. That's him, John.
There you go.
Because he was a short stature man, so being short in stature, if he can do it, I can do it.
Some would say no one did it any better than Willie Mays. What was it like being inducted into the Denham Springs High School Athletic Hall of Fame?
John, big honor, big honor, big surprise, big honor, because it's something that I did not look for when I went to go play them 4 years, something that came along, something that you never looked at to do. You just go out there and play your game. My mama always told us, don't brag on yourself, let other people talk about you. So what we did as all of us who played, just played the game well, listen to the coach, obey what the coach said, and it led to me going into the Hall of Fame. So it's a big honor to this day. And I still have grandkids now. I have to take up there and show them that they pawpaw was in the Hall of Fame.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you go to Big Mike's and you can show them their trophy.
That's right.
All right, there you go.
That's right.
Drexel, congratulations on a terrific career. Always a privilege visiting with you, and look forward to doing it again sometime shortly.
John, I appreciate it. Appreciate you still thinking about old people.
Oh, come on
now. Thank you for that now.
He is Drexel Robinson, Denham Springs High School Athletic Hall of Famer. My name is John Fine, producer of Jackets Broadcast. It's Denham Springs and Ruston quarterfinals of the District 1 non-select playoffs. Tip off at 7 o'clock. It will be Josh Ward coming back with Tony Sterling when we return after this pause on Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up on Denham Springs basketball.
You get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates at State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program, to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At DEMCO, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Orishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Mashan and Associates, General Contractors, and Creighton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome back into the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Denham Springs Yellow Jackets, Ruston Bearcats. Quarterfinal action here from Walker High School and the Hornsby Gym Annex, as they are calling it tonight. Josh Ward along assistant coach Tony Sterling. Coach, obviously, guys were in this position last year, hoping to take it one step further. As we are looking at this game here tonight, how has it been this week in practice? You know you had the game on Tuesday against Westgate, so you're kind of back into a normal routine. So how has the preparation for this one been?
Oh, it's been good. That first day you set a goal about what you want to do, and it seemed like it was like yesterday you were setting that goal, but now you're here or whatever. Every game is hard. Deeper you get in the playoffs, it's all about who wanted more. I think our guys, they come to play for these type of games. We got everybody healthy, everybody here. Everybody, on the same page. So I kind of wish I was playing, but...
well, you could suit up if you want. I think we'd be okay with that.
Oh, ain't no doubt. I wish I could, but, no, I'm confident in our guys. We have some guys that's not scared of nothing. They fearless. And those guys that's not scared of nothing, it rubs off on the other guys.
As we look at Ruston offensively, what do they run? What are they going to throw at you from what you've seen from them on film?
Mainly just knowing where the big kid at, Amaya Hudson, or whatever. They have some guys that can shoot the ball. From what we've seen on film and stuff, they shoot lights out in their own, in their home gym, but they tend to be kind of streaky. And inconsistent at times when they playing on the road.
Like so
it's a fight. Yeah, but it's here. I mean, it's gonna be a war out there. It's gonna be a battle. They want to win because they want to play Central. If Central wins because what happened in football. Right, so they got some fresh motivation. We have some motivation too. We haven't been there, but I always tell our guys, like, these memories that you always that you want to accomplish and have, like, you're gonna think about it all the time. Like, as far as me playing in high school, college, like being around the game, man, I don't see like got some great memories, still making those memories. I want that for our guys.
Absolutely.
Or whatever.
As we look at Hudson, their big guy, how do you guard him? Because some of the problems that y'all had this season with some of the bigger guys down in the paint like that, in the few games that y'all had, where they had the size advantage on you. So how do you defend him? What's your plan of attack to control him?
Oh, main thing, just knowing where he at. Especially like, when one of his teammates shoot the ball, you gotta put a body on him. You gotta box him out. Or whatever. Main thing, how we gonna do that is, everybody go rebound. We do that, we'll be fine. Then on top of that too, just being consistent defensively. Staying in front, not getting in foul trouble. But being around our guys for so long, knowing the vibe or whatever they get up for these type of games. Like for example, Jermaine O'Connor and Ahmad played with each other when they, on the Nike circuit. when they were freshmen, and Ahmad was an 8th grader, so got a chance to coach both of them or whatever. So, they kind of kept in touch. They was texting each other the last couple of days and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a good game. So
where do you see, if any, that Denham Springs has an advantage over Ruston in this one?
Oh, they got to guard all 5 of us. Even though we got guys that play their roles good, but we got all 5 of them can dribble the ball. Push it up the court. All 5 of them can shoot it from the outside. And we're fast. Even though they're fast too, they're athletic. They got some. They got some elite guys on their team, but we can compete with them.
You talk about running last week. I say last week, Tuesday against Westgate, that was just up and down the court all night. You can kind of see the fatigue check in a little bit towards the end there. So this one not maybe going to be quite as fast-paced as this one, but I know you're going to run and gun as y'all usually like to do. But lastly, before I let you out of here so you can go get ready with your team, what would it mean for this team to take that step here tonight to get to Lake Charles, to the top 28, something that hasn't happened at Denham Springs since Tasman Mitchell in 2004? 21 years.
Man, defensively, just being stingy. What it comes down to, and I believe our guys, they want to win it. They want to get there. They want it. They want it. So
hopefully the trip that y'all made to Lake Charles earlier in the year was not just the only trip y'all will make, and hopefully it'll be Denham Springs headed to Lake Charles after this one here tonight. All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get you ready for tip-off here, which is about 13 minutes away here from Walker High School. Yellow Jackets and the Ruston Bearcats. We're back with more after this on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
98 Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Hebert, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Hebert, and Angel.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry. And Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98, and the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better. So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy, located in Denham Springs at 145 Aston Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
We'll get back in. Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Denham Springs Yellow Jackets, 3-seeded, and the 6-seed Ruston Bearcats here from Walker High School. It is quarterfinal action. It is a trip to Lake Charles on the line. Josh Ward now joined again by Mitch Covington. As always, we come to you live on Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. We ask that you please give it a like. Most importantly, hit the subscribe button for us. It will keep you up to date on everything we are doing here at DS Jacket Vision. And in an instance like today, where we're an hour ahead of where we were on Tuesday, I posted a thing on there earlier today, so everyone got a little notification that we were going at 5:15 instead of 6:15. So that's why we asked you to do that. Certainly helps us out. It'll help you out as well. But so glad to have everyone along with us. You know, you can kind of start feeling the excitement in here. The gym's starting to fill up. Mitch, the teams are out on the court warming up. Denham Springs is now back in the locker room getting their last few minutes. Notes from Coach Cav and staff. So as we get ready for this one here, obviously, Coach Tony Sterling saying you just got to know where the big guy Hudson is. And got to block him out. The most important thing is blocking him out when their guys shoot it, because if not, it's the putbacks that make him so dangerous.
There'll be a loud putback as well. It's going to be a putback that goes down hard, hands on the rim, crowd wearing red and black over there will be up and jumping up and down when that happens. But look, you were mentioning 6th seed Ruston Bearcats, and that's probably not accurate in real life of them being a 6th seed. Of course, their football team made a deep run in the high school playoffs. They went all the way to the Superdome, and if this was a football match, we might have a lot of trouble going on out there. I mean, they got a lot of great football players. You got Aiden Andy, who's a 4-star cornerback coming to LSU.
That's right.
He has signed with LSU in the signing period. Will be at LSU next year wearing purple and gold. I've got another Zarek Hill, I believe, is a Louisiana Tech football signee. And then, as you mentioned, Ahmad Hudson. He's just a sophomore, but as of right now, he's the top-rated sophomore tight end in the country in football. So I don't know. Maybe Brian Kelly, maybe Joe Sloan. They may end up here in the gym. These are guys I know. They, like I said, they've already got Aiden Andy coming to them, and they may be here just to kind of keep up good relations and come see the guys on the basketball court. But they're both great basketball players. They lost 3 games to start the year. The first 3 games, actually 4, but one was an out-of-state game that doesn't really count. So they started the year 0-4, and that's kind of pretty much where their 6th seed they got to. They only lost 2 games the rest of the way. One of them with Alexandria. I saw the highlights of that on YouTube. A great game. Alexandria is, of course, still in the playoffs right now. Calvary Baptist was the other one. I'm pretty sure they're still playing in the playoffs as well. Great game with a lot of great athletes out there. Seeing that, they're a very tough team, and they're an experienced team. We talk about we made it to the quarterfinals last year. Well, Ruston was in the semifinals last year. They were in the semifinals the year before, and the quarterfinals the year before that. So, as last week we had the experience advantage over Westgate because we had more playoff experience. They had a lot of young players. Well, that's going to be negated this time because Ruston has just as much, if not more, than we do. They're used to making deep runs, and they expect to be here from the get-go. So it's going to be a fun one. Good crowd coming from Ruston. Is hearing them right now, kind of getting into it. The Jacket fans that are going to show up at tip-off are not going to have good seats because the people coming from Ruston got here early.
That's right.
They've got prime seats right there in mid-court, and so a lot of Jacket fans will be sitting in the second level tonight.
Well, as long as they get here, we don't care where you're sitting. Just get here and be loud for the Yellow Jackets. And Mitch, good little segue there to kind of look at the playoff brackets as they stand right now. We've kind of looked at it earlier, but let's look at it one more time here as we get ready for tip-off. Zachary, number 1 seed, they'll be hosting Sulphur. You got Covington and Academy Central. That's the 12 and 4 seed on that one. Then you got us as a 3 seed, Ruston being the 6 seed here. And then, of course, on the other side, the one most important to us here tonight to match up is East Ascension and Central. That's game being played just down the road from us at Central High School. Central being the 2 seed, East Ascension the 7 seed. So that's the one we will be following here tonight to see if the Yellow Jackets are able to get the win here. That's who they would match up with. And again, as we mentioned earlier as well, Mitch, it'll be a revenge game for whoever wins this one. It's either for Ruston to play, if Central were to win that one, they could go. But what we're hoping for the most is that Denham Springs will get revenge over either East Ascension or Central. We don't care which one it is. We just want to be there.
Like you said, it could be a Central and Ruston rematch from the Superdome in football.
We don't
Central
want that,
got the best of them with that one. Hopefully it's a Denham rematch with either Central or East Ascension. Correct. And so we'll kind of see how that goes. But looking forward to this one. There's going to be a lot of great athletes out on the floor. I was really impressed Tuesday night with the level of play, not only from the Yellow Jackets, but from Westgate. A lot of young players, good-looking basketball players, great athletes. So we're going to see even more tonight. The Yellow Jackets, of course, we've got 5. We go 8 deep, and all 8 players can handle the ball. All 8 players can break a press and shoot the three-pointer, can make great passes. And you're going to see a lot of that from Ruston as well with the level athlete they have on the floor at the same time.
Well, what's so exciting about this game here tonight is just one, that you're back in the quarterfinals again with an opportunity here. 2, you're having one of the best seasons you've ever had in school history, and you can break a 21-year streak of not going to the top 28 here tonight. I did a little research the other day. I went back to some brackets from all the way back when I was in school at Denham. So last time we were in the top 28 was my senior year at Denham Springs, 2004. And that was
You carried them to the top 28, right?
All the way.
Josh Ward carried them. I think that's what the headline said.
I was carrying Tasman's duffel
Speaking of Tasman, he's here, by the way. He's
nice.
down below behind the Jacket bench tonight. Yeah.
Well, some of my research that I did, in 2003, Denham Springs lost 65-60 to Brother Martin, and the next year they went back to the top 28. in 2004 and lost to St. Aug 56-44. Tasman's senior year in 2005, they were up at Airline in the quarterfinals and lost by 2 points, 66-64. And funny about that one, I remember listening to that at my house because John was up doing the game. I can't remember who was doing the game with at that time, but I remember listening to that one at my house, hoping that Tasman would get to go back to the top 28 for the third time and finish his senior year. But of course, they come up to 2 points short there. So a little history for you just to tell you how long it's been since Denham Springs has been back in that. And I think this is the second time. Obviously, we know that we were in the quarterfinals last year against Sacramento Central, but before that, the quarterfinals have been in a drought with Denham Springs as well. So
and it
big
has,
opportunity.
but you know
here.
what? We've been very fortunate as broadcasters in the last 2 years. This is our third quarterfinal high school, LHSA playoff quarterfinal game to call. We called the Denham Springs Ruston of all people football game 2 years ago at Jacket Stadium. Just Tuesday night, we went to Shreveport and saw Parkway and Denham Springs, the girls. Parkway did win, by the way, the girls. They have made it to the state championship game on the girls' side. It's going to be them and Zachary. Zachary knocked off Walker, but Parkway is going to play Zachary in the girls' finals. And then this is our third quarterfinal matchup that we get to broadcast in just 2 years. So a lot of fun following the Jackets right now. If we followed the soccer team, we'd have been in the semifinals just 3 weeks ago. So a good time to be a Jacket fan.
Absolutely, always. As Miss Kathy DeJournus will say, it's always a great day to be a Jacket. All right, we're going to take a final time out here. When we come back, we'll be getting ready for tip-off with starting lineups, keys to the game, national anthem, all that good stuff. So, again, it is the Yellow Jackets and the Bearcats. It is the quarterfinals trip to Lake Charles on the line, and we'll be back after this on the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up.
Business owner in the Denham Springs area, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Randy Robertson runs a small business in the Denham Springs community area too, and she understands the unique needs of local business owners. She will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call State Farm agent Randy Robertson for your small business needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy, the Bee's Knees Children's Boutique, Sport Clips, Forest Grove Plantation, Modad 1 Individual Sewage Treatment System, Denham Springs KOA on Vincent Road, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in. Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Yellow Jackets and the Bearcats. Quarterfinal action here from Walker High School. And as we get closer to tip-off here, we are going to, Mitch, how did we get here? Well, let me tell you. First round, Yellow Jackets had a bye because they were a top 3 seed in the top 4, so that top 4 gets that bye. So the first round, they had that bye I keep doing that. On Tuesday night, it was Westgate here. Of course, that was a 75-57 win, and that puts us right here against Ruston. Ruston got here by defeating Destrehan 56-22 in the first round, and then in the second round, Tuesday night at Ruston, they defeated South Lafourche 78-54. So that's the road of how we got here. So Yellow Jackets with a little bit more rest, but I think this week, as Coach Tony Sterling was saying, being back to more of that routine of having the game on Tuesday, you're back in school now, as you had mentioned earlier, so you're feeling back to your normal routine, which with high school kids can be important sometimes.
It can be, and as you mentioned, your normal district schedule, you're going to play on Tuesday night, then you're going to play again on Friday. So Tuesday, Friday. So that's a great point. We had the when we had the bye week, we sat out an extra maybe 9 days in between our last game, and we finally got to play our first-round playoff game. It was at 10, but normal routine. Back in school. We were out of school for Mardi Gras on Tuesday, but everybody's back, ready to go. No excuses or anything like that.
Nope. All right, let's go ahead and get you your starting lineups here for the two teams. If you're sitting there looking at your screen, you will see it there. But if you are listening, actually, we'll take a timeout for the national anthem. Actually, we're just going to, God bless them all. All right, so now we got that. We will go ahead and flip back to the starting lineup again. So if you're sitting there on your screen, here we go with your starting lineup for the Ruston Bearcats. It will be number 0, Bill Sutton. Number 1, Aiden Anding. Number 2, Joran Parker. Number 5, Keishan Malcolm. And number 11, he's the big guy, Ahmed Hudson. So keep an eye on him. And, of course, number 1, Aiden Anding, kind of their point guard. All right, as we look at the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets starting lineup at 6'1", it is junior guard number 2, Jeremy Williams. 6'2", junior guard number 3, Jermaine O'Connor. At 5'11", he is a senior guard. At number 4, J.K. O'Connor. And then we have 6' junior guard number 10, Sean Goldman. And rounding out the top 5 for the Yellow Jackets is 6' junior guard number 12, John Goldman. The Yellow Jackets head coach Kevin Cavallero is in his 10th year, and the Yellow Jackets are 23-8 overall. Coach Cav is assisted by Daniel Wingate and Tony Sterling. All right, so that is your starting lineups for tonight. So, Mitch, good to see the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets staying, their normal 5, able to get here. As we know, last year in the quarterfinals, there were a couple guys down for some off-court things that had happened, but this year it is full force for the Yellow Jackets in the quarterfinals. Oh, sorry about that.
It is. We're full strength. Everybody's good to go. Everyone's healthy. I think it may be the same on the Ruston side as well. So just 2 good squads going to get after it here in just about 1 or 2 minutes.
All right, keys to the game, Mitch, for the Yellow Jackets against the Ruston Bearcats.
Well, you said Coach Sterling already mentioned trying to keep Ahmad Hudson off of the offensive glass and his putbacks. He's going to get the offensive rebounds and throw it back home with a thunderous dunk. But it's not just that. If you send all your attention to him and you collapse 2 or 3 guys at him, if he hasn't in the lane, they can hit the jumper from the outside. They've got guys, Aiden Anding can get it done. Bill Sutton can knock down 3-point shots out there. They have a good inside-outside game, and so they have the massive height advantage with Hudson. But the rest of it, I was good to see that they're not 6'1", 6'2", 6'3" all across everywhere else. So we ought to match up size-wise, other than with Ahmad Hudson, and so. Obviously, it's great if we could get him in foul trouble somehow, get a body on him and block him out, maybe if he comes over the back. But, other than that, just see if the Jackets get out and run the ball, get some turnovers, and like we've been doing all year long, run the fast break.
All right, it'll be Hudson and Jermaine O'Connor in the center circle to tip this one off. And we are ready to get underway here from Walker High School. The ball is up, and we are officially underway, and first possession will go to the Bearcats. It will be Sutton handling it up the court for Ruston. He will work it from the right side, from beyond the arc. He gets it to Malcolm, almost loses it momentarily, and then gets it back to Sutton. The Yellow Jackets in man defense. It is over to Andy now. Andy goes across the court to Parker. Parker shoots a three. It is off the iron, no good, and it will go rebound to the Yellow Jackets. It's J.K. taking it up the court.
And as I mentioned, Sean Goldman had collapsed in on Ahmad, trying to help.
Going underneath to Jermaine, putting it up and in off the glass for two. Yellow Jackets lead 2-0 over Ruston.
Was going to finish that. Goldman had collapsed in the lane to help double team down low. When they kicked it across the court for a three-point shot, Ruston wasn't able to knock that one down, so that's a good start for the Jackets.
Handling it now is Keyshawn Malcolm for Ruston. He shoots a three from the right side, and it is good. And we've got a timeout on the court right into this one. Timeout by Ruston. It is 6:58 left in the first. 3-2. Ruston with the lead. Back after this, it's Yellow Jackets basketball.
Your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday. Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
So welcome back in Yellow Jackets basketball. 3-2 just on the way here from Walker High School. It is Ruston 3, Denham Springs 2. And a first timeout called by the Bearcats. First year coach Marcus Jackson driving it in the lane and being tripped up for the Yellow Jackets. Now he's down on the court. That is going to be Jermaine O'Connor.
They called it on Hudson. They called it on 11, Ahmad Hudson. I didn't see him around the ball, but okay.
It'll be Sean inbounding from the baseline. He will get it up to Jermaine at the top, and the Yellow Jackets will get set.
It's good to see Jermaine O'Connor get an early bucket. He got in foul trouble last week. Didn't have the best game, so to get him going early would be really good for the Jackets.
Sean drives it to the goal, tries to put it in. It is going to be no good. Going the other way now is Anding. Anding gets it over to Parker. Parker to Hudson at the free throw line. Hudson's going to drive it in. Tries to go up, does not get it. And we've got a whistle on the court. It's going to be a whistle on the floor, so it will not be a shooting foul.
Yeah, O'Connor kind of undercut him as Hudson was coming back down with the rebound. Missed the first shot, but actually, I guess he got two offensive rebounds on that possession.
There's J.K. O'Connor's first foul and first team foul for the Yellow Jackets.
Jeremy Williams has the assignment of trying to stay with the bigger and taller Ahmad Hudson. So did a good job on that last possession, though.
And let's see. I'm sorry, Mitch. I looked away there for just a second. I know it was
Hudson
put in underneath the goal.
Back on the inbounds play. If he's going to get the ball that deep on the low block, though, we'll be in trouble. We got to try and force him out higher up top by the free throw line.
That is going to be J.K. Tries to make a move underneath the goal, loses it. Is going to go to Sean. Sean is going to give it back to J.K. who misses it, and then Sean Goldman with the putback, and it is 4-5 Yellow Jackets with the lead.
Good job of getting to the offensive glass for Sean. Yep.
Bearcats now will have Sutton working it. Sutton gets it to Hudson. Hudson from beyond the arc makes a move, drives it in the lane. He's going to put it up. It's off the backboard, no good. And the putback is put in. That's what you worry about with Hudson, and he just saw it right there.
Yeah, I believe that's his third offensive rebound here, just that short into the game. Really didn't have anybody else collapsing for a rebound either. Kind of left Jeremy out on his own, and he was trying to defend the shot and didn't have a chance to block out after.
7-4, Ruston with the lead. Now it's going to be a turnover by the Yellow Jackets underneath the basket. It was J.K. O'Connor. Quickly going the other way is Jerome Parker. He's going to throw it to alley-oop to Hudson. And it is 9-4, Ruston with the lead.
Yeah, can't have the turnovers that lead to fast break points, because that's where you get the alley-oops.
Yellow Jackets the other way now. That is going to be Jean working from beyond the arc. He's going to try to go inside, and he was driving it towards the block, and he's going to go out of bounds off the Yellow Jackets. Going to be a turnover. It's going to go to Ruston. 4:48 left here in the first. It is Ruston 9, Denham Springs 4. Bringing it up the court, Bill Sutton for Ruston. Being guarded by Sean. Gets it over to Hudson. Hudson loses it momentarily. Will regain possession. Gets it up top to Malcolm. Malcolm now in between the circles. Much different pace than we were used to against Westgate on Tuesday. JK almost with the steal there as he gets and it's going to be a backcourt violation against Ruston that will give it to Denham Springs.
We did tip it, but Andy got control of the ball before he went across half court, and so got the backcourt call. Good defense there by J.K. O'Connor that possession.
Sean will inbound it, gets it to JK. JK over on the side to Williams. Williams up top to Jermaine. Jermaine tries to spin around to his right, loses it momentarily, regains it, goes down low to Sean. Sean makes a move, puts it up, and is off the backboard, and the rim no good, and the rebound goes to Hudson. Hudson brings it down court, gets it across court now to Malcolm. Malcolm from the left side, free throw line jumper is air ball, and it will go out of bounds. Ball will go to Denham Springs.
Thought we were close to getting a push in the back on Hudson trying to go to the rebound. Remember, he got a quick first foul. If he picked up 2 here early in this first half, that'd be good news for the purple and gold.
9-4. Ruston with the lead here. 3:45 left in the first. From the top is Williams. Gets it over in the corner to JK, who shoots a three-pointer from the right side, and it is good. 7-9. Yellow Jackets trail by 2. Ruston bringing it up the court now. That is going to be Sutton. Sutton goes to his left, drives it in the lane from the paint. It is going to be almost a turnover. It is going to be a baseline jumper now by Parker, and that one will fall in, and it is 11-7, Ruston with the lead.
That was a tough jump shot. Jerron Parker knocked that down with not 1 but 2 Goldmans getting after him and making it tough for him, but he made the jump shot.
Williams from the top, drives it. We'll back it back out now. We'll get it to Jermaine. Jermaine from the top goes to his right, going to the block, putting it up and in for it. Oh my goodness, it was in and came out. And the rebound goes to Ruston, making a move at the free throw line and going up and missing it is Bill Sutton. And that rebound now goes to the Yellow Jackets, quickly going the other way. Free throw line jumper by Sean is no good, off the mark. It's going to be a turnover quickly by Ruston, and Jeremy Williams puts it up and in for 2. 9-11.
Little turnabout is fair play. Our layup went in and out, and on the other end, Ruston's layup went in and out as well, so probably balanced out right there.
11-9, Ruston with the lead, 2:14 left here in the first. It is Hudson from the top, goes over to his left to Sutton. Sutton up top to Anding. Anding to Hudson. Hudson trying to work it down to the block. He puts it in. On the putback, slams it down, and it is 13-9. Ruston with the lead.
Yeah, we just haven't been able to get a body on him after he gets the shot up. Jeremy Williams is defending the shot, but he's having to fall backwards to avoid from fouling.
Here comes, it's going to be an alley. Nope. Yeah, I was looking for an alley-oop there, and we got a timeout call.
Off the backboard. I've seen it on highlights.
All right, timeout called on the court. Coach Cadden needs to slow this thing down. It is 15-9. Ruston with the lead. We're back into this. It's Yellow Jackets basketball.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center and they can handle all of advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Welcome back in, Yellow Jackets basketball. Coach Cav taking a timeout there to slow things down. It is 15-9. Ruston with the lead. Yellow Jackets with the ball now. It is JK in between the circles. Going down low to the block, gets it to Jermaine. Jermaine goes up. That is going to be no good, off the mark. Rebound goes to Ruston. Ruston running the other way now. That's Andy. He's going to lay it up. Going to miss it because he went for the layup. Rebound goes to Denham Springs. That is Jean bringing it up the court from the top. Gets it over to Sean. Sean now goes to his left. Gets it to JK in the far corner on the left. JK now works it up to the top. Goes to Jean. Jean goes down low, goes up and in for 2, and the foul. Two-pointer is good underneath the basket by Sean, and Sean will go to the free throw line for the three-point play.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can see right now, Ruston has made a couple of subs in there. Ahmad Hudson, the 6'6" guy that's been dunking on us, is not in there affecting the shots around the goal. All right, and John was able to get in there, get the layup and the foul. So they've been very effective with Hudson getting offensive rebounds. With him not in the game, there's a chance for us maybe to make a little run at the moment.
15-12. Yellow Jackets trailing. Under a minute left here in this first. In the corner is Malone for Ruston. Gets it across the court to Sutton. From the corner, three-pointer shot by Malcolm is no good. Rebound goes to the Yellow Jackets. 35 seconds left here in the first. 12-15. Yellow Jackets trail by 3. It is going to be JK from the top. Yellow Jackets may want to hold it for the last shot here. There's going to be a turnover. Goes to Anding. Anding makes a move underneath the basket, then gets it to Malone. Malone puts it up. It is off the mark, and rebound is to Denham Springs. 15 seconds left.
Jean was able to tip that. Got a hand on that shot right there. Good defense.
Cross court to Jermaine in the corner. Jermaine going to drive it in. Tries to make a move. He does and puts it in. As time is expiring here in the first, it is 15-14. Yellow Jackets trailing by 1. First period in the books here from Walker High School. We're back after this. It's Yellow Jackets basketball.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's open late after the games. Live music on the weekends. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
So we're welcome back in. Yellow Jackets basketball. First period in the books here from Walker High School. The Hornsby Gym Annex, as we are now calling it. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. We're continuing on Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Please hit that subscribe button for us. It'll keep you up to date on everything we are doing here. All right, second just underway. It is going to be John from way downtown. It is going to be off the iron. No good. Rebound goes to Ruston. 15-14. Ruston with the lead.
The Jackets made a good 4 run in that last minute, 10 seconds. As I said, Hudson was on the bench getting some rest. We were able to attack the goal and get shots around the rim without him in there protecting.
It is going to be Andine was trying to drive in, got a whistle on the court. It's going to be on JK, I believe.
It's going to be on JK. This will be his second.
We'll check in Larry Guerin for the Yellow Jackets. JK will go to the bench with the 2 fouls. Inbounding underneath the goal is CJ Malone for Ruston. He's going to lob it up, trying to get it to Hudson. Hudson gets it over to Malcolm. Malcolm is going to turn the ball over. Yellow Jackets going the other way quickly. That is going to be Jean underneath the goal. Puts it up and in. 16-15. Yellow Jackets with their first lead of the night.
Sean Goldman with the steal. Dishes to his brother, sprinting up the court for the layup.
Driving in the lane is Anding, kicks it out to Hill. It is off the mark, gets it to Hudson. Hudson is going to go up. He's going to be fouled. He'll have an opportunity from the free throw stripe. See who the foul is on.
It's going to be on Jeremy Williams. Kind of a tough break. We had 2 guys trying to box out Hudson, but I believe that was an air ball on that three-pointer, so the ball didn't have a chance to get off the rim, and it ended up right in Hudson's hands.
Hudson's first free throw on the way. It is off the mark and no good. 16-15, Yellow Jackets with the lead now. 7:04 left here in this first half. Hudson's second free throw on the way. That one's going to be no good, and the rebound is going to go to John Goldman. He's unable to hold on to it as he goes out of bounds, so we'll give the ball right back to Ruston. About the worst thing that could have happened there because Hudson missed both free throws. Inbounding for Ruston is Gray. Gray is going to turn the ball over. See, he was trying to get it to Malcolm. That is Jermaine. Jermaine going to drive it all the way from the right block. Goes up, and it will be out of bounds. It was deflected off of the Bearcats, and it will stay with Denham Springs. 16-15, Yellow Jackets with the lead. On the inbounds play, it is going to be Jeremy Williams shooting it from the right-hand corner. It is no good, and Ruston quickly going the other way. Anding from the top. He's going to lose the ball as he was driving in the paint, and it is going to be out of bounds off the fingertips of Larry Gayron, and it will stay with Ruston. Malcolm inbounding, that is Gray inbounding for the Bearcats. He gets it in, goes down to Hudson. Hudson kicks it back out to Anding. Anding now up top to Sutton. Yellow Jackets in man defense. It is up top to Hudson. Hudson over to Sutton. Sutton gives it to Anding. Anding drives baseline, and he is going to go to the free throw line for two as he was fouled going to the basket from the baseline.
Yeah, Jean reached in, tried to poke the ball out. Looks like he got some arm right there.
All right, so that is the first foul on Jean.
Our third foul this quarter. So with 6 minutes left, they're getting close to where they're going to be shooting two at every foul.
First free throw by Aiden Anding was no good. Second free throw is on the way, and that one will drop in, and we are tied up here at 16 apiece with 6:17 left in the first half. Jermaine O'Connor will walk it up the court. He crosses the mid-center stripe, and it's going to be a turnover going to Anding. Anding makes a move underneath the goal, and it is going to be a foul against Jermaine O'Connor as he lost the ball to Aiden Anding, and Anding will go right back to the free throw stripe, tied up at 16 apiece here with 6:03 left in the first.
Anding is showing his quickness we mentioned before the game. He's a cornerback recruit heading to LSU to play football for the Tigers. You can see that quickness there as he got that steal at midcourt.
First free throw is good by Anding. I've got that as the 15th foul for Denham Springs. The scoreboard says 4, but I have it as a foul. O'Connor with 2, Jermaine with
quarter.
Oh yeah, you're right, sorry.
The other was in the first quarter,
yes.
Yeah.
Second free throw is going to be back rim, no good, and rebound will go to the Yellow Jackets. It is 17-16, Ruston with the 1-point advantage here. It is Williams from the corner on the left side, drives it to the free throw line, kicks it out to Gayron. Gayron will get it over to Sean. Sean over to Gayron. Gayron to Williams, back in the corner on the left side. Now up top to Jean. Jean being pressured, gets it over to Williams. Williams working from that left corner again. Now it's over to Jermaine. Jermaine going to drive it. It is going to be blocked by Ruston. Going the other way quickly is Parker. He goes up and puts it in for 2.
You know, Jeremy Williams, I'd like to see him maybe try to attack Hudson a little bit when he has the ball at the three-point line, try to get to the goal, maybe get a foul that way. When one of the other players goes up for a shot, Hudson's able to come off with plenty of space and get his hands up for a blocked shot.
It is going to be Jean pulling it from three-point range, and he nails it. 19-19. We are tied up yet again here with 4:57 left in the first. Ruston now going the other way. Going to be a push-off by Bill Sutton, and it will go to the Yellow Jackets.
Jean Goldman with 10 first-half points right now for the Yellow Jackets, keeping the Jackets right there neck and neck with the Bearcats at the moment.
Tied up at 19 apiece here, 4:51 left in the first half. It is Jermaine O'Connor bringing it up the court, gets it over to Sean. Sean drives it into the paint, loses it momentarily, kicks it out, and they will reset it back up top with Larry Gayron. Gayron to Sean, drives it to the left block, puts it up off the glass, and in for 2. Yellow Jackets, 21, Ruston 19.
And that's what I mentioned. Sean was one-on-one with Hudson, and he was able to attack him, get into his body, and get room to get the layup in.
2-point advantage now to the Yellow Jackets. It is going to be Sutton. Sutton gets it over in the corner to Anding. Anding going to shoot a long 2 off the backboard and gets a kiss off the glass as it goes in, and we are tied at 21 apiece. Yellow Jackets now the other way. It is going to be Williams up top Gets it over to Sean. Sean goes to his Larry Gayron to his right. It is off the mark, no good, and the rebound goes to Ruston. Going to have a little tic-tac foul right there on Jermaine O'Connor. That's now his second. I didn't like that call, Mitch.
That was not a lot of contact, not a lot. But as I mentioned a while ago, now that's the 5th foul for the quarter, so it's going to send Ruston to the line, shooting 2 every time from here on out this quarter. However, they're only 2 for 6 as a team from the line at the moment, so they haven't hurt us yet.
First free throw by Sutton. Going to be off the iron as a miss. Free throw stripe hasn't been too good to Ruston.
If we have a lot of bodies, that might be a good strategy. Send them to the line and hope for at best them just make 1 out of 2.
Second free throw on the way. That one is going to bounce off the rim. No good. Rebound to the Yellow Jackets. Got Trey Dorsey in. Yep. Dorsey gets it over to Jermaine. Jermaine drives it in, baseline, going to the right. It is going to be blocked by Hudson as he just goes up and puts a big paw on it. Going the other way now for Ruston, it is going to be Anding from the left side, goes down low to Hudson. Hudson backing up towards the block. He's going to lose it, and it is going to be picked up by the Yellow Jackets. That is going to be Jean. Jean gets it over to Jermaine, who misses it, and ball is going to go out of bounds. Referee looking for help underneath the basket. Nobody knows, and they are going to point to Ruston. I think that was just a straight-up guess there, Mitch.
Yeah, and that was whatever.
Said it perfectly, Mitch. Whatever.
You don't call me the best color man in the business for nothing.
Now driving it in, going to be a mid-range jumper by Anding. Anding is going to be off the mark, and it is the Yellow Jackets quickly going the other way. Jeremy Williams shoots a long 3. Rebound goes to Ruston, and trying to get the fast break is the Bearcats, and it is going to be out of bounds. It goes to Denham Springs. And Coach Cab saying, let's just slow it down here, tied up at 21 apiece with 2:50 left in the first half.
It's been tough tonight for Jeremy Williams. Ahmad Hudson, as he normally guards him one-on-one. Last week, Tuesday night with 26 points. Hard to get comfortable out there with a 6'6" guy always having a hand in your face. But if our other players can step up.
Yellow Jackets driving in. That is going to be John Goldman as he goes up high, gets it kissed off the glass, and drops it in for 23-21. Yellow Jackets with the lead.
And speaking of players stepping up, that's the 12th first half point for John Goldman.
Going to be Stringfellow now working it for the Ruston Bearcats. Stringfellow going to go to his right, puts it up. It is going to be off the mark. Rebound goes to Trey Dorsey. Dorsey going quickly the other way. Going to give it to Jermaine underneath the basket, and he lays it in for 25-21. Yellow Jackets with the lead.
We can get the ball up the floor quickly after turnovers, and we're doing a good job of getting a couple fast break points.
Going to be Bill Sutton working it now for Ruston. He gets it over to Malcolm. Malcolm goes to the left side. Loses it. It is going to be off of Jermaine O'Connor, and ball is going to go out of bounds.
Great defensive effort. He had the steal and then just couldn't quite corral it before it went off his fingertips and out of bounds. And Coach Cab going to get Jermaine O'Connor a little bit of rest. He does have those 2 fouls. Don't want to pick up this 3rd one in the first half.
Minute 43 left here in this first half. 25-21. Yellow Jackets with the lead over the Bearcats from Ruston. Aiden Anding with the ball dribbles to his right, going to hand it off. It's going to be a pass to the corner. It's going to be a 3-point miss by Bill Sutton. Air ball will go to the Yellow Jackets now. Jean going to pull it up. 3-point range. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 28-21. Yellow Jackets with the lead. What a shot right there by John Golden.
The Jackets are now on a little bit of a run here. It was 21-21. We got a 7-0 run at the moment.
I don't know what you just said, Mitch.
Getting loud in here.
It is definitely getting loud in here. Student section for the Yellow Jackets getting loud. Great atmosphere from the Hornsby Gym Annex at Walker High School. There's going to be Hill now. Hill gets it over to Parker. Parker shoots a 3 from the corner. That's going to be an air ball. Rebound goes to Hudson. Hudson kicks it out to Parker. Parker now will get it to Anding will miss it, and it's going to be a turnover. Ball will go to Yellow Jackets.
Finally, That's the second one on Hudson. He's been close to getting a second foul. He's been pushing when he's trying to set up on the offensive end, and Jeremy Williams has been looking at refs like, are you going to call that? And just then, a little bit of frustration. We got the rebound. Williams coming up the floor. And Hudson tried to reach for a steal in the backcourt.
So we got
and to be quite honest, Jeremy Williams was letting him know that was a second. He told him to go take a seat, and we'll see it in the third quarter. I did notice that on the other end of the floor.
30 seconds left here in the first half. 28-21. Yellow Jackets with the lead. Williams works it from the top. Gets it over to Dorsey. Dorsey from beyond the arc now will get it in the corner to Gayron. Gayron back up top to Jean. Jean gets it over to Williams on the right side. Williams going to drive it from the right block, and it's just going to be stolen by Ruston. And going the other way, going to be an easy layup underneath the basket for Jordan Parker for Ruston. 28-23, 1 second left. Throws up the heave. Off the backboard as the buzzer sounds. That will send us to the half. It is Denham Springs 28, Ruston 23. We're back with the halftime report after this on Yellow Jackets basketball.
Injury.
Warrior Abear and Angel.
Auto accidents.
Warrior Abear and Angel.
Workers' compensation.
Warrior Abear and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenck, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small-town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the law office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Welcome in to the halftime report. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. We've got Zachary Williamson with your camera shot. We got on-site producer here, Darren Ferrante. We've got executive producer, John Fine, running around helping us out as well. Great to have you along with us. Amin Figueroa back at the studio. And again, Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com and streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. Please hit that like and subscribe button for us. Helps us out, helps you out as well, as it will keep you up to date on everything we are doing here. All right, 28-23, missed a halftime score. And, you know, as much as Westgate and Denham Springs were running up and down the floor on Tuesday, and this one with a much different pace, but I feel like I blinked and the first half was over.
It went pretty quickly. I agree with you. It didn't go very fast as far as, you know, looking at your watch, but they are getting up and down the floor, pushing when they have the chance, but it's not the full court pressure all game long like we saw between both Denham and Westgate. It's just both teams kind of picking their spots. Watching Coach Cab there right that last moment. Jeremy got a little bit, his eyes got big. He'd been guarded by the 6'6" Hudson all game long, and we had the ball. We're holding it out there. We'd held it about the last 28 seconds or so, and I could see Coach Cab on the sideline, one shot, and Jeremy looked up and saw it wasn't Hudson guarding him. He said, I'm going to take my guy to the goal. Went to the goal, wasn't able to finish. They got a quick fast break layup and a quick turnaround, and they cut it to 5 right at the end. But a great second quarter, especially for the Jackets. A nice little their 14-8 job in the second quarter. John Goldman really having a great game, 15 points for the Jackets right now. Jermaine O'Connor's chipped in with 6. We've got J.K. O'Connor with 3, and then both Sean Goldman and Jeremy Williams with 2 points apiece. But it's tough to keep Hudson off the offensive glass. That's where he did a lot of his damage in the first quarter. He was held scoreless in the second quarter. So his 8 first quarter points, and then they were missing that in the second quarter, and that's where the Jackets took advantage.
Yeah, so, we'll go through the scoring for us.
That's what I mentioned, all the Jackets just then. And then for Ruston, you had Keyshawn Malcolm had 3 points, hit 1 3-point shot. Aiden Anding with 4 points. Jerron Parker, 8. And then Ahmad Hudson with 8. And also a big key in the first half, Ruston only 2 for 8 at the free throw line. And so leaving some free points out there on the board. So they left a little bit of those behind. But this second half, going to get interesting. Nobody in real deep foul trouble. Hudson did pick up 2. J.K. O'Connor for the Jackets has 2. Jermaine O'Connor has 2 as well. So we'll see how that plays out in the third quarter. Everybody wants to try and keep free of that third and especially fourth foul before too much time, gone off the clock. So try to be aggressive on defense, but without fouling is the key, especially those that have a couple fouls already.
Yeah, I mean, and as you mentioned there, I mean, it's a tough task to try to keep Hudson off the boards. He's just such a big body, and he just towers over you. And, he had a few putbacks in that first half, but not too many. I think the Yellow Jackets are holding him in pretty good check so far, so it's good to see that. But, man, it's going to be an exciting second half. I mean, just the way that first half played out, I mean, you saw Denham Springs, as you mentioned there, just kind of gained a little bit of lead there, a little bit of cushion there. I think, can't remember where it was in the second, but it was their first time leading of the night. I think it was sometime in the second or late in the first. But
one of the keys is we've been able to kind of limit everybody else other than Hudson. Jerron Parker's got 8, but a couple of those are some fast break layups, not necessarily in their offensive set. So they haven't hit a lot of threes from the outside. They've had a couple open looks and haven't been able to knock it down. And as long as it's just Hudson doing the damage and not the other guys, we're going to be in pretty good shape right there. The Jackets have kind of spread out their scoring a little bit. Like I said, John's leading us, of course, with 15, but just keep it limited in one area. We can focus our attention on Hudson. If they start hitting from the outside and we got to stretch that defense farther, that leaves Hudson more exposed on our defensive sets underneath. And so right now, Ruston hasn't knocked down the outside shot, so that's been key for us.
Well, I think one thing that Coach Tony Sterling said in the Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up is that Ruston shoots very well at home, but on the road, they don't shoot as well. So part of the scouting report that he saw, we're kind of seeing some of that play out here because they have had some wide-open looks that have just been air balls or just really off the mark. So curious to see how that'll play out in the second half. All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we will be getting close to second half action here from Walker High School. It's the Yellow Jackets and the Bearcats, 28-23, your halftime score. The trip to Lake Charles on the line, and it is coming up after this as we will wrap up the halftime report after this on Yellow Jackets basketball.
Sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sporting Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sporting Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sporting Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston. The #1 choice in cleanup and restoration is Serve Pro of Livingston. Whether it's water damage, fire damage, mold, storm, or construction issues, let the highly trained professionals at Serve Pro of Livingston clean and restore your property and make it like it never happened. Serve Pro of Livingston is prepared for just about anything and is open 24/7, so Serve Pro is faster to any disaster. Serve Pro of Livingston, Florida Boulevard, Denham Springs. Soon to be at the old Albertsons. Fire and water, cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro of Livingston.
As we welcome you back in to the halftime report here from Walker High School, the Grady Hornsby Gymnasium Annex, as it is being called here tonight. The Yellow Jackets with a nice crowd here at Walker. Ruston with a nice crowd. You know, Mitch, this is what you want the quarterfinals to feel like. You want that atmosphere. You hear it getting loud in here. And as we have about a minute left here in the half before we get the second half underway, what can the Yellow Jackets do to limit those second chance putbacks by Hudson?
Well, I've noticed we have done a good job of having not just one guy trying to block out Hudson. When a shot goes up, a help defender also slides down to try to get two bodies on him. I remember one offensive rebound was kind of a fluke. It was an air ball. It didn't bounce off the rim. We had good position, but the way it was just an air ball kind of fell into Hudson's hands on that. And some of his offensive rebounds have been off his own miss. Jeremy Williams is doing a great job trying to bow him down low, and when Hudson goes up for a shot, he's had to back away a little bit, Williams has, so not to foul, but that left Hudson still available for the offensive putback. Maybe when he gets it down low, if we are still running two guys at him, we can get help on trying to block out when he puts his own shot up.
All right, so we are ready to get second half action underway here. It will be Ruston with the ball to start this second half. 16 minutes away from Lake Charles, and here we go. Sutton handling the ball for Ruston, gets it to Hudson. Hudson over to Malcolm. Malcolm, free throw line jumper is going to be off the mark, and a foul on Ruston. It is going to be
He ran over Jeremy Williams. Williams had great position. Hudson was trying to run to get in there for an offensive rebound, and that's number 3 on him.
Yep, that's number 3 on Hudson, as mentioned there. And I know that's your favorite call. That's why I was going to let you have it. J.K. O'Connor working it up the court for Denham Springs, now being guarded by Andy. J.K. doing some work there and steps back, picks up his dribble, gonna have to pass it as he will get it over to John. John drives it baseline, gives it to Sean. It goes up. It is going to be blocked by Ruston. Quickly going the other way and laying it in for 2 is Joran Parker for Ruston. 28-25, Yellow Jackets, 3-point advantage.
And I mentioned it then in the first quarter when Hudson was on the bench, those little layups we had were always going to go, but he's in there helping defend the rim. And he's playing great on defense as well.
Turnover by the Yellow Jackets as they were trying to go to the goal, going the other way now. That is going to be Anding. Anding gets it over to Sutton. Sutton going to go down low to Malcolm, and it is going to be 27-28, Ruston trailing by 1, but Coach Cav wants to slow this thing down. He takes a timeout with 6:58 left in the third. We're back after this. It's Yellow Jackets basketball.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Derishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Machon and Associates, General Contractors, and Creighton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
As we're welcome back in, Yellow Jackets basketball. Couple of quick baskets right there by Ruston, and Coach Cav takes the timeout, wants to slow this thing down, and Yellow Jackets will have the ball now for that timeout.
Looks like Ruston's going to a 1-3-1 defensive look here. I haven't seen this out of them yet.
It is going to be Jermaine working it from the near sideline on the left, going to his right now. Now from the right side, goes to his left. He works it in between the circles.
Although now it looks like it's switched off to a man after the first pass.
Jeremy Williams from the corner goes up top to J.K. J.K. gets it over to Williams. Williams goes down low, trying to get it to Jermaine, and Jermaine goes up, and it is going to be a miss. And then we've got a whistle on the court, going to be a push on the Yellow Jackets. That is going to be J.K.'s third.
It's just so tough. We get the shot under the goal, but we know Ahmad Hudson's coming in from behind right there, helping affect that shot. the 6'6" defenders really doing a number on us inside the lane when we get around the rim.
28-27, Yellow Jackets with the lead. 6 minutes left here in the third, and it is going to be a turnover by Ruston, and it will go to the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets, that's a perfect time for a turnover.
Yes, it was. Needed a little something to slow the tide down. They got 4 quick points here. They had a chance to take the lead. Kind of an unforced turnover right there, so we got a chance to get back on the board to start the second half for us.
J.K. with his third foul will go to the bench, and Trey Dorsey will check in. Trey Dorsey just a
Gayran
sophomore.
came in.
Oh, Gayran, sorry. Dorsey was already out. Yeah, Gayran, sorry about that. It is going to be Williams from the top, goes to his right, gets it over to Sean. Sean now gets it over to John. John's going to take a long three. It is off the back iron. No good. Rebound goes to Ruston. Ruston, other side of the court, going to be a turnover, and there's going to be Larry Gayran grabbing the basketball and quickly going the other way. That is Jermaine. Jermaine drives it in the paint, puts it up off the backboard. No good. Rebound will go to Jermaine, and he will back it out. Up top to Gayran. Gayran now drives it in the paint. Free throw line jumper. It is off the iron. No good. Rebound goes to Hudson for the Bearcats.
Watching Russell on the defensive end, we can't pull Lamont Hudson away from the goal because any screen we set, he's just switching and hanging around by the rim, and he's going to be there to affect any layup chances we have.
Parker works it for Ruston, shoots a three-pointer. It is off the front iron, no good, so that one was well short. Rebound goes to the Yellow Jackets.
Good block out by Jeremy Williams. We also had Sean Goldman in there to help out and go get the rebound.
John working from beyond the arc, tries to get it over to Jermaine. Jermaine is going to retain possession as it was loose momentarily. Jermaine now to Gayran. Gayran from the top. Goes left to Sean, going underneath the basket, put it up and in for two is Jeremy Williams.
Gets the Jackets off the snide right there to start the second half. Our first bucket took us almost 4 minutes to get it, almost half the quarter.
30-27, Yellow Jackets with the lead. It is Sutton going down low to Hudson. Hudson from the paint, kicks it up top to Parker. Parker being pressured now by the Yellow Jackets. He's going to do a runner-up from the free throw line. And it is going to drop in for two. 30-29, Yellow Jackets leading by one.
And as I mentioned at half, no one else from Ruston has stepped up to hurt us other than Hudson. Well, their answer right now has been Jerron Parker. He's had 4 points this second half, and he is now their leading scorer.
Yellow Jackets now will be Gayran from the top. Gets it over to Sean. Sean from the free throw line tries to drive it in, kicks it out to Jermaine. Jermaine in the corner to Gayran for a three-pointer, off the iron, no good. And the rebound will go to Anding. Anding going quickly all the way, going to take it all the way himself as he goes coast to coast. And Ruston jumps out with a 1 point lead now, 31-30 with 3:15 left here in the third.
We're just not getting any points on the offensive end right now.
Gayran from the top for Denham Springs, working in between the circles, gets it over to Williams on the right side. Williams from beyond the arc being pressured by Malcolm. Ball was loose momentarily. Gayran's going to pick it up, kicks it out now to Jermaine, who shoots a three from the left corner, and it is good.
The big three right there to help settle us down, get us back on top.
33-31, Yellow Jackets leading by two now. Hudson from underneath is going to try to pass it over to Jordan Parker, and it is going to be a turnover.
Nah, it was out. No, John Goldman tipped it.
Okay,
no, John Goldman got his hands up and deflected it.
Sorry, missed that, folks.
Dorsey's going to enter the game now for Gayran.
Gayran will go to the bench. Trey Dorsey will check in this time as inbounds pass will
offensive
go
foul
to Hudson.
Yep, offensive foul. Yeah, I saw a high elbow kind of. I saw O'Connor kind of got popped under the chin a little bit. I don't think it was like an intentional blow, and I saw that ref blow the whistle quickly, and so just while they were working for position, O'Connor was in there playing tough defense, and then Keyshawn Malcolm got an elbow up high around the chin area, and so now, of course, we were college basketball. They'd call timeout, come review it, look for a flagrant one, and none of that in high school. And I don't think it was anything on purpose. But the hand got up too high, and offensive foul.
All right, so it will be the second one on Keyshawn Malcolm. There's a three-pointer by Dorsey. It is off the mark and no good as it will go off the rim, and the rebound goes to Ruston. 2:15 left in the third. Yellow Jackets leading by 2, 33-31. Malcolm gets it up top. That is going to be Hill. Hill gets it over to Parker. They go down low to Hudson. From the right block, Hudson puts it up and in off the glass for 2.
Good little up and under move, a little pump fake. We had 2 guys trying to get there to defend him and then got up underneath for the layup.
Minute 50 left here in the third. We are tied at 33 apiece. Jermaine O'Connor with the ball for the Yellow Jackets. Drives it in the paint, puts it up. It is off the backboard, and a nice roll off the rim as it drops in. Yellow Jackets back up by 2, 35-33.
Jermaine O'Connor stepping up the second half to help the Jackets on the offensive end.
Quickly going the other way, underneath the goal is Hill, and Hill makes a move, and the ball is going to go off the rim. The rebound goes to Hudson as he tries to go with the putback, and we've got a whistle on the court.
He was fouled on the putback. That's going to be on Jeremy Williams. It's going to be his second. But I'd rather take our chances of him at the free throw line than getting a slam dunk putback.
Yeah, you're right about that. Hudson will go to the free throw stripe for 2. Hudson's first one on the way, and that one is good. You know, Mitch, I don't know if you're noticing, but he's a little off the free throw stripe when he shoots. Most guys are really close. Yeah,
it's not a 15-foot free throw, it's a 16-footer.
Exactly. Most guys get as close to that line as they can. Second free throw is off the rim, no good, and it will be a 1-point advantage for the Yellow Jackets, 35-34. Minute 16 left in the third. Dorsey with the ball, gets it over to Jermaine. Jermaine goes to the right, gets it back to Dorsey. Dorsey to the near side to Jean. Back up top to Williams. Now it's going to a three-pointer from the right side by Jermaine, and it is off the rim, no good. Ball will go out of bounds, and it will go to Ruston. Under a minute left here in this third, 56 seconds left.
You know, as much as we haven't scored a lot here this third quarter, we've played strong defense and haven't given up that much to Ruston. They've got a slight advantage on us, but we still have the lead because we're playing strong on the defensive end.
50 seconds left here in the third. We are at 35-34. Fast break for the Yellow Jackets on the steal. Putting it off the backboard is no good. And Yellow Jackets are looking for a foul there. Quickly going the other way is going to be Ruston. They have the ball. They make a three-point move. And for three-point range, it is no good. The putback by Hudson is good. And it is 36-35 now. Ruston with a 1-point advantage.
That was a big swing. We had a chance to fast break opportunity to go up 3 points, and instead we're down 1 point.
Williams from the top now, 13 seconds left, gets it over to Dorsey. Trying to set a pick. Now it goes back up to Williams. He shoots a three-pointer. It is off the front iron, no good. 4 seconds left. Quickly going the other way is Ruston. Driving it to the basket. It's going to be no good. The shot is not going to count as it was going in at the buzzer, but it will not count. So we go to the fourth. We're 8 minutes away from seeing who's going to be headed to Lake Charles. It was 36-35. Ruston leads by 1. Back after this, it's Yellow Jackets basketball.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
If you're a small business owner in the Denham Springs area, think about everything you need to help your business succeed. You need a plan, happy customers, steady cash flow, and an insurance agent that gets you. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson runs a small business in the Denham Springs community area too, and she understands the unique needs of local business owners. She will make it easy to choose the right protection at the right price, because one thing you don't need is insurance stress. Call State Farm agent Brandy Robertson for your small business needs. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, we're looking back into Yellow Jackets basketball. Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com. Streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision. If you're watching there on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, please hit that subscribe button for us as we get ready for 8 minutes to see who is headed to Lake Charles. 36-35, Ruston leads by 1. Yellow Jackets with the ball to start this one. It is going to be a long three-pointer from John Goldman. He shot that one from Walker's Football Stadium, and it drops in, and it is good.
And then he got his hands on the ball. Look. Charge. There's 4. That's the 4th foul. Great job by Jeremy Williams.
All right, so a foul on Hudson.
And where the biggest difference, like I said, he's been strong on offense, but he has affected us around that goal all game long on defense. We've got a chance to get some points in the lane right now.
38-36, Yellow Jackets with the lead now after a huge three-pointer by John Goldman. Trey Dorsey with the ball, gets it over to Jean. Jean gets it to Jermaine. Jermaine over in the corner to Dorsey. Dorsey shoots a 3. It's good! From the left corner, Trey Dorsey nails it. 41-36, Yellow Jackets with the lead.
What a start right there. 2 3-pointers on the first 2 possessions.
You know, Mitch, I didn't get a chance to say, I thought, someone's going to have to go on a run here in this fourth. Here's a three-pointer now in the corner.
Great answer.
By Keyshawn Malcolm, and we've got a timeout on the court.
Ruston really needed that one.
Yep, Ruston will take the timeout. It is 41-39, 7:01 left in the fourth. Back after this, it's Yellow Jackets basketball.
Performance Physical Therapy is excited to announce the opening of our newest clinic location in Watson. We are located at 32871 Highway 16 at the corner of Amy Church Road and Highway 16. And don't forget about our Denham Springs Clinic located at 145 Aston Square next to Spectrum Fitness Club. At Peak Performance Physical Therapy, we treat the athlete and everyone.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
Welcome back in. It is Yellow Jackets basketball. We've got 6:58 left here in the fourth. 41-39. Yellow Jackets with the lead. First trip to the top 28 on the line for Denham Springs at 21 years. Taking it all the way in and driving it in was JK. Rebound's going to go to the Yellow Jackets. Trey Dorsey shoots a 3 from the top. It is no good. Rebound now goes to Ruston. Ruston pushing it quickly the other way, losing the ball, and grabbing it is Jermaine O'Connor. Jermaine will bring it across the mid-court stripe, and he will try to get it over to JK, and he does. And we've got a timeout called on the court now. Coach Cav wants to take a timeout. It's going to be a full. So it's 6:27 left. We will step aside as well. 41-39. Yellow Jackets with the lead. We are back after this. It's Yellow Jackets basketball.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy, the Bee's Knees Children's Boutique, Sport Clips, Forest Grove Plantation, Motad One Individual Sewage Treatment System, Denham Springs KOA on Vincent Road, and L. King Company. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome back in, Yellow Jackets basketball. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. Mitch, I mean, I can feel it in within myself here, the excitement here in this gym. And, yeah, I mean, this is exactly what you signed up for when you knew Ruston was coming into this environment.
2-point game, 6 minutes left.
Road to Lake Charles. The hope continues for the Yellow Jackets. Underneath the basket and put in. J.K. O'Connor. Yellow Jackets 43, Bearcats 39.
They don't have the rim protector. We're able to get that ball on the low block. J.K. went up strong and got it in.
Yep. Ahmed Hudson is on the bench, but Basket right there, good by Ruston. We've got a timeout called on the court with 6:02, so we'll keep it right here with 6:02 left in the fourth, 43-41. Again, as I was saying there, Mitch, I mean, this is exactly what you expected, knowing that Ruston was coming in. You've done a good job. You've got their big guy with 4 fouls having to sit on the bench right now. So Yellow Jackets taking advantage of his absence right now and trying to spread this lead out a little bit as they lead by 2
Well,
right
when
now.
he went out with the foul trouble with his 4th foul, we were talking about let's try to get it under the goal, and that's when we got our chances. We've had some shots in the second half where Hudson's been around and affecting them. Well, he's not in there. The first possession, JK got around the goal, wasn't able to finish. We got an offensive rebound, still didn't finish. But the second possession, JK got around the low block, was able to finish it off. But these guys are going back and forth. I tell you what, Keyshawn Malcolm has got the only 2 3-pointers of the game for Ruston, and he hit a really big one a while ago when it was 41 to, I believe, 41 to 38. No, it was 41-35. We were up 6. We came out firing to start the 4th quarter, and he answered right there and cut it back to a 2-point game. And that's where we kind of stayed back and forth between 2-point game.
Yellow Jackets with the basketball and a 2-point lead, 43-41. Trey Dorsey from the top gets it over to JK on the right side. JK up top to Jermaine. Jermaine drives it in the paint. Gonna lose the ball momentarily, and it is gonna go out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. Thought it went off of Ruston there. It was close. Referee asked, you thought it was a good call?
Yeah, I think it kind of went off us. Jeremy kind of boxed out, but we just couldn't. It kind of bounced off his shin, I believe.
Well, I didn't want it to go off of us, so I'm saying it went off of us.
Well, big spot in the game. Ahmad Hudson just entered the game again now with his 4th foul. And so, like I said, he's going to try and play here with 4 fouls.
Yep, so he's got to be careful as he checks back in with 5.5 left. Here is a baseline jumper by Anding. It is no good. Put back by Hudson is good. And we are tied up at 43 apiece here.
And he was able to come from the free throw line to get down there fast underneath the goal for that offensive putback.
The Yellow Jackets will have Trey Dorsey working it from the top. Gets it over to JK on the right. Down in the corner is going to be Williams.
Williams from the right corner. Was going to try and drive to the goal and pick up a 5th foul.
JK gets it over to Jean. Jean up top to Williams. Now up top to Dorsey. Dorsey over to Williams. Back to Dorsey. Over to Jean. Jean from beyond the arc. Ball is going to be loose as it went off the Ruston defender. Now in the corner on the left side is Williams. Gets it to JK in the lane, and we've got a whistle on the court.
Yeah, Ruston believes they got all ball on that one. The referee saw it different. JK is going to be at the line shooting 2. You know, as I mentioned, with the Hudson on defense, a lot of his blocks, when he's come from the help side or an off defender, if you could try to take it at him one-on-one, Jeremy's quick and Mike can try to get to the goal. Maybe you get a foul with the body or something like that. But when he comes from offside help, that's when all his blocks are coming.
Tied at 43 apiece here. It will be J.K. O'Connor at the free throw stripe. First one is good. That's big right there, Mitch. When you're at the free throw stripe at this point in the game, every single one of them can be so huge.
And look, speaking about that, if we've got some fouls to give, if Hudson gets an offensive rebound down below the goal, it might be time to go hack-a-shack and force him to make free throws and not easy putbacks.
Second free throw bounces, gets off the rim, and it is no good. It is a 44-43 advantage for the Yellow Jackets. 4.5 minutes left here in the fourth. Anding works it, gets it over to Malcolm. Malcolm goes down low to Hudson. Hudson tries to back it in, turns around, makes a move, and drops it in for 2. 45-44, Ruston with the lead.
Good offensive set there by Ruston. Got Hudson one-on-one matched up on the low block.
JK now from the top, drives it in from the right side, puts it up, it's off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Ruston. 3:55 left in the fourth, 45-44. Here is Hudson. He kicks it out, and we've got a timeout on the court as Bearcats will pick up another basket there. There's now 47-44, 3:48 left in the fourth, and we are back after this. It's Yellow Jackets basketball.
No pain, no gain might apply to football, but not your teeth. If you have toothache pain, gain relief.
with Dr. Michael Sharola. Emergencies are seen the same day. Dr. Sharola and his staff treat all phases of dentistry, including Zoom whitening procedures. Michael Sharola was an all-state Denham football and baseball player, and you'll feel all-world by visiting him. Call 665-3100 or visit Dr. Sharola in Watson next to the post office.
If your saving for retirement approach involves the phrase, I'll get around to it someday, Edward Jones can help. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Scott Landry and Sims White can help. Stop by their office at 179 Del Orleans. That's Scott Landry and Sims White at Edward Jones, 179 Del Orleans, right across from the post office. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Welcome back in, Yellow Jackets basketball. It is one timeout left for Ruston now as Hudson goes back to the bench. So you see they're just keeping him off the defensive side of the ball for Ruston and letting him go in on offense.
Yellow Jackets need to take advantage of here.
Yes, absolutely.
And know that we got a chance to get to the goal.
47-44, Yellow Jackets trailing, driving all the way to the goal, putting it up, and it is going to be off the mark. That was Jermaine O'Connor, and you got to have those moves.
We got to the goal, we just didn't finish it. Come on. O'Connor's got a little bit of maybe a cramp.
You have a whistle on the court.
Yeah, because O'Connor had the cramp. One referee saw it and going to get him out. But that gives Ruston a chance to enter Hudson to come on the offensive. They don't have enough timeouts to do it full-time offense, defense.
Yeah, they don't. They have one timeout left for Ruston, two timeouts left for Denham Springs, and one left for Ruston. It's two for Denham, one for Ruston. It's your timeout situation here. Ruston will get the ball inbounds. It is going to be Sutton. Sutton gets it over to Parker. Parker up top to Malcolm. Malcolm over to Sutton now on the left side. It's going to be Anding from the top. Looking to his right. Now he goes to his left. Backs it out. As Ruston will try to reset it. Little keep away by the Bearcats. It's going to be stolen by Sean. Sean going and giving it up underneath to JK, and JK unable to hold on to it. That's going to be a turnover by the Yellow Jackets with 2:36 left in the fourth. It is Ruston 47, Denham Springs 44.
You can just see the body language of the Jackets. They knew that was the 2 points we needed on that one.
Football pass down the court for Ruston is going to be put up by Anding, and rebound goes to Denham Springs. A wide open three by Sean, and it is nothing but the bottom of the net. We're tied up at 47 apiece here. 2:20 left in the fourth.
The missed layup on one end. Jackets get the ball off the floor quickly. Knocked down three-pointer by Sean Golden.
All tied up with 2:10 left in the fourth. Going to be a turnover by Ruston out of bounds, and it will go to Denham Springs.
Tell you what, JK, he wasn't able to handle the fast break a while ago, but the two defensive possessions right after, he defended that layup on the other end on the fast break, and then right here he had quick hands that deflected the ball off of Ruston to go out of bounds. Turnover forced by JK O'Connor.
Yellow Jackets will get the inbounds. It is going to be Jermaine bringing it up the court, gets it over to Williams. Williams being pressured by Hill. Doing some good ball handling skills there. Gets it over to Sean, and the corner going to go out of bounds off of Ruston. They were trying to get it down low to Jean.
You know, oddly enough, not many fouls have been called this quarter, so no one's close to shooting free throws other than own shots.
Timeout called on the court. Coach Caps wants to take it. We will take it with him as well. We are back after this. It is Yellow Jackets basketball.
Denco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts. 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
It is Yellow Jackets basketball. We've got 1:51 left here in the fourth. Trip to Lake Charles in the top 28 on the line, and we are tied at 47 apiece. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. Great to have you along with us. If you're watching at DS Jacket Vision, please hit that subscribe button for us. Yellow Jackets get the inbounds. It is going to be over to Jean in the corner, going down low now and going up and in for two is Jermaine O'Connor. Yellow Jackets by two, 49-47.
Ahmad Hudson was out of the game, trying to keep him protected with the 4 fouls.
Turnover
we got the bucket under the goal, and now we got another chance.
Turnover by Ruston. We'll give the ball to the Yellow Jackets, and we've got a foul on the court. That is going to be on Malcolm for Ruston. That's his third.
Interesting. Coach at Ruston told them to make that foul on purpose to get Hudson back in the game. Because, like I said, we'd have another chance to try and get to the rim and get a bucket under the goal. If not.
It's a huge possession right here for the Yellow Jackets. They get the inbounds. It will be Sean to Jean. Jean back over to Sean. Now back to Jean. Twins playing a little back and forth. Backyard ball there. Now up top to Williams. Williams on the near side to Jermaine. Jermaine makes a move. Dribbles up. Now we'll back out. As we hit the 1 minute mark. 1 minute left to go. Ball is loose. Yellow Jackets will get it back, and we've got a foul on the court. That's going to be on Jordan Parker.
So that's the fourth for the quarter. So from now on, any foul, the Jackets are shooting 2 free throws.
49-47, Yellow Jackets with the win. Yellow Jackets with the lead and looking for the win. 56 seconds away from Lake Charles. Jermaine gets it in to Sean. Sean over to Jean. And Yellow Jackets working a little keep away here. Now Jean has it. Goes down low looking for Sean. We've got a whistle on the court. That will be against Ruston with 45 seconds left. Sends the Yellow Jackets to the free throw strike. What, did they call that?
No.
Okay, I was about, the way they were walking. I was about to have me
that was the fourth.
moment.
That was the fourth foul there on Malcolm, though. And I remember Malcolm's the one. He's made their only 2 3-pointers of the night.
Sends Sean Goldman to the free throw strike. First one is up off the rim, no good. Free throw is so important right now. Stating the obvious, but it is so true. Second free throw is up. That one drops in. 50-47. Yellow Jackets with the 3-point advantage here. 43 seconds left. Quickly going the other way, trying to drive it towards the basket is Sutton. Sutton kicks it out to Andy. Andy now from beyond the arc gets it to Hudson. Hudson back up to Andy. Andy drives it in. He's going to lose the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. Off of Ruston. Yellow Jackets ball. 27 seconds left.
I think that was Jermaine O'Connor that reached in and slapped the ball coming from the help side. Protect the ball. They're going to have to foul here. There we go. All right.
Yep. 25 seconds left.
It's going to be Jean Goldman shooting the free throws. Last time was Sean. This time was Jean. Connor would rather send Sean back, who just shot the free throws and was in his comfort level maybe. But Jean's going to step in. 2 free throws, though. It's not 1 and 1. It's 2 free throws.
John Goldman, junior guard. First free throw on the way. Nothing but net. 51-47. Yellow Jackets with the lead. Jermaine O'Connor over with the big high five for his teammate. Second free throw on the way. And it drops in. 52-47. Yellow Jackets with the lead. Timeout on the court. We will take it with them as well. 25 seconds
It's just a sub.
left.
It's not a timeout. Not a timeout.
We thought
the players thought, but no, they were just bringing in a sub. Probably another 3-point shooter. Number 10, C.J. Malone, came in for Ruston. Do your best to limit to just 1 shot right here.
Ruston inbounds at 23 seconds left, 52-47. Yellow Jackets with the lead. Here's a three-pointer from the corner. It is good by Aiden Anding.
No, that was Hudson. Ahmad Hudson was out there hitting the three.
All right, I saw the one. My mistake there. It is 50-52. Yellow Jackets 2-point advantage here with 16 seconds left in the fourth.
That was huge.
It came from the corner on the left side there. And Hudson knocks down a big three.
That's almost a half to make for Ruston. You missed that one, and the Jackets get the rebound. They're ready to put the game away, but he knocks it down, and now we're still in a dogfight with, 16 seconds left, I believe, is on the clock?
Yep, so it will be Yellow Jackets. And, I mean, as soon as the ball is inbounds, it is going to be a foul.
Yep.
16.9 seconds left.
You got to work hard to get the inbounds. You got to work hard to make sure we go to the ball and meet it, make strong cuts. Don't turn it over on the inbound pass, and then
Yellow Jackets with one timeout left. Ruston now has 0. Seeing Coach Cab coming out of the huddle there, reminding the team we have one timeout. One timeout. It is going to be Jeremy Williams inbounding for the Yellow Jackets on the baseline.
He's got the baseline to run.
Yep, officials backing up the cheerleaders there because he does have that space to run, as you mentioned. Jermaine,
right back to Jeremy.
JKM, my goodness, big
he's
foul.
He's going to call a jump.
Did they call jump
He's
ball?
going to call a jump ball.
Oh,
and
my
Ruston's
goodness.
got possession.
Oh, my goodness. Officials call a jump ball. Looked like it was going to be a foul.
Possession with 14 seconds. Ball under the goal.
Wow. Jump ball called on the court. And the possession arrow goes to Ruston. Inbounding is going to be Parker. Parker gets it in to Malcolm. Malcolm makes a move, shoots a three, and rims out. No good. Rebound goes to the Yellow Jackets. And the foul. Yellow Jackets going to the free throw strike with 8 seconds left and a 2-point advantage.
All right. I'm going to give credit to my buddy Coach John here. He sent me a text. No matter what happens on these 2 free throws, we don't have a foul this quarter. We can hack them coming up the floor and waste some time if we chose to do so. Now, these free throws, of course, are big. Sean stepping up.
Sean Goldman, first free throw on the way, off the back iron, no good. My goodness. 8 seconds left. It is 52-50 Yellow Jackets with the lead. Sean Goldman, second free throw on the way, and it is good. As it drops in. Timeout on the court. I do believe Coach Gav is using his final timeout here with 8 seconds left.
We've got to see if they're talking about maybe using a strategy of using some fouls on them trying to come up the floor just to waste some time.
All right, Mitch, 8 seconds left in this one. 53-50. You got the three-point play. You got the three-point advantage. So, man, what a game.
Yeah, what a game. Exactly what you said. I do think we're in the huddle talking about foul, but be careful not to make an intentional foul. We don't have any fouls this quarter, so we could get 4 in a row, but you want to try and kill about 2.5 seconds on each one. Of course, you can't foul them when they're shooting.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. All right, so again, we come to you on Family Radio 91.9 FM on the web at johnfineproductions.com, streaming live on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision.
Got to find somebody on Keyshawn Malcolm. He almost made the last 3. He's the three-point shooter, I think, for him. Make sure we keep somebody on him at all times.
If you are watching on YouTube there, please give that subscribe button a hit. Give us a like, and great to have you along with us. With 8 seconds left here, Ruston will get the inbounds, gets it to Anding. Anding going to go all the way.
They got it back here. They got it back here. Yeah, they got Goldman. Yep. Good to see. That's what we're trying to do. Pick up that foul.
Yep.
Of course, Andy's so quick, he almost got by us before we could foul him.
And J.K. O'Connor there looks like he was, Coach Beard sees that, he may try to get him out for football. J.K. just a senior, so that was a bad joke.
It's still the same scenario, just don't foul somebody who's catching and shooting.
5 seconds left here. It is going to be Parker inbounding. Gets it to Sutton. 3 seconds left. Going to have to be a three-point play by Malcolm. He shoots it up there. It's no good. That's the game. That's the game for the first time in 21 years. The Yellow Jackets are back in the top 28. 53-50. The final. Yellow Jackets to Lake Charles. That is a Yellow Jackets win and a Bank Plus win. And remember, you can win by visiting Bank Plus for all of your personal and business financial needs. That's Bank Plus, 822 South Range Avenue in Denham Springs. 53-50, the final. Yellow Jackets to Lake Charles. We're back with the post-game wrap-up after this timeout. It's Yellow Jackets basketball.
Store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Use Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, Liberty Auto Sales, the law office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, now located next to Big Mike's, and Sport Clips. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Welcome you into the post-game wrap-up here from Walker High School. The Grady Hornsby Annex has been friendly for the Yellow Jackets. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. Yellow Jackets headed to Lake Charles. The top 28 for the first time in 21 years. My goodness, and what a game. 53-50 the final here in this one. And Mitch, I mean, this one had everything you would expect. The star power. I mean, you just talked about the star power from the crowd alone was there. Then the star power on the court. And man, the Yellow Jackets, so happy for this group to get to cut down the nets. And I mean, just what a game, an instant classic here.
It really was. I mean, just coming down to that last shot, the Jackets did a good job of fouling after they got across half court, make them reset, put it in bounds. Tell you what, though, Keyshawn Malcolm, he got the ball in the corner and he gave a pump fake. I think Jermaine O'Connor was guarding tightly, but went by on the pump fake, and he got one last look, and it rimmed out, and the Jackets were able to survive and advance. And I tell you what, they have looked for this moment from the moment that clock hit 0-0 last year, as they lost that quarterfinal game. They knew, guys, this is our mission. This is our goal. This is where we want to finish. We want to get back to Lake Charles next year. When speaking about it from last year, Johnny Labardi and DSTV have been following the team all along. What's the title of the show? Road to Lake Charles. They knew where they wanted to be. They knew what they wanted to go to. And here they are to get that opportunity and to finish it out in the fourth quarter like that. What a great way to see it go out. And then the Jackets are, full of excitement. Big crowd out here cutting down the nets at Walker High School. What a great moment for Coach Cavalier and his coaching staff, and then for those kids that have been looking for this for an entire year after last season finished in this round.
Jeremy Williams was the first one up the ladder to cut it down. Now we've got Chris Pouchot going up to cut his piece of that. I mean, what a scene here. You see the students and all the cheerleaders and all the fans, the parents just around here. And I mean, what a moment for these young men to get up there. Larry Guerin now taking his turn up the ladder. If you're sitting there watching that DS Jacket Vision.
As we're watching this, I just want to throw this out here. You know, Jeremy Williams, last week he had 26 points. Tonight he only had 4, but he affected the game, and let me tell you how he affected the game. He was tasked with guarding Ahmad Hudson all game long. Hudson's going to get his points, and he did, but Williams racked up 4 fouls, and pretty much at least 3 of them were on Williams when Williams was guarding him or blocking him out. He picked up a charge early in the 4th quarter to give Hudson his 4th foul, and the Jackets were really able to take advantage when Hudson had to kind of play timid or get to the bench with foul trouble. Had he played, you know, all game long, not being in foul trouble, that might have been the difference in this 3-point victory. But James, even though he didn't get the points this game like he did last game, he was a key player for what he did defensively, boxing out, and then playing as hard as he could, you know, going against Ahmad Hudson.
Just such a special moment. I just sitting here thinking, it reminds me of when we went to the top 28 for the first time when I was with the program in 2003. You know, we're playing Southwood at Yellow Jacket Gymnasium, at Grady Hornsby Gymnasium there. And I remember, you know, we were down 12 at the half. And, you know, at that point against a very good Southwood team, how you're feeling at that moment. We came out and just on fire in the second half. It was just such an electric game. And this one was I mean, it lived up to the billing. You knew Hudson was a special player, and he is. And he showed it here tonight. I mean, without them, you could see how Ruston was a completely different team without him on the court. And I mean, it just goes to show you what kind of player he is and what he brings to this team. And he's to only be a sophomore. I hate to know that he's going to be around for 2 more years.
Right. You know, Coach McMahon, of course, Trey Green is playing 2 sports right now at LSU, trying to get that done. And you know, Coach McMahon would maybe like to see another 2-sport athlete if they could get him on LSU's campus, because Coach Kelly and his crew are after him for football. I've seen YouTube highlights of him, you know, being a beast out there, running pass routes and being tough to cover at his size, and you see him on the floor. But you know, it's always interesting in playoff basketball. Teams from other parts of the state, you don't know how you really match up with them until you get on the floor. You know the teams in your area, in your district, and you play the same teams, you can compare them. It's hard to compare a team from North Louisiana with us. When I saw them out here on the floor, I could tell they didn't have a height advantage other than for Hudson. We matched up well elsewhere, and that really was the difference. And Hudson was great, and he got all the points that he had, and we'll talk about that later on. But the rest of the team for Ruston was not able to hurt us more than all 5, 6, 7 of our guys that rotate and play a big part. We had more of a combined effort than just, you know, the one guy trying to carry the load.
You know, the biggest stat here tonight, Mitch, Ruston goes from 18-5 to now 18-6. Yellow Jackets improve to 29-3. 29-3 for the Yellow Jackets. It ends the season for Ruston at 18-6, and that 6th loss is the biggest one of the year from our standpoint. I do want to say kudos to Ruston. Everyone was just so nice that came down here that I ran into that had the Bearcats gear on, whether it be their former coach who was a part of their crew that they do for Ruston. But I mean, everybody, look, you know, and how many they had here for this one?
That's what I said. They had a really good crowd. They came down from Ruston for this. Good crowd. They were strong and supporting. I saw cheering for their team. Nothing ugly going back and forth between the fans. Yes. The players on the court, it never seemed to get like chippy or any bad animosity. It was just guys playing hard and guys playing to get that W, but it wasn't necessarily I'm going at you, you're going at me, and none of that. Refs didn't have to step in and separate anything. Just 2 teams, 2 programs that played hard-fought game. Looked like they had a lot of respect for each other as it ended up, and so a lot of credit to Ruston for the class that they showed as they came over here this afternoon.
All right, I think they are looking to see who needs to go up there, because Coach Cab should be making his way up that ladder to finish it off here fairly certain. They've got a couple more people going. I think part of their all-access crew, part of DSTV, is getting them a little piece of that. Hey, cut us a piece.
He's been part of the team. He's been following. He's been with them every step of the way with the film and going through it and all of that. So, you know. just going to kind of mention right now, I got a text from Coach Drew Nettles, and I know he's happy for Coach Caballero. He's going to pass that along to Coach Caballero. Drew was here and hired, Kelly Jones gave Coach Caballero a big hug before he even left the sideline when it was over. Kelly Jones was the principal at the time. Coach Caballero got hired. Drew Nettles was the athletic director. And I know they're both very happy, and I could see it. Kelly Jones hugging him, and Drew Nettles is texting me right now, sending his congratulations. And so, it's good to see. And Coach Cab's been here 10th year, right? Correct?
10th year, yep.
Been working hard all tenure. Coach Tony Sterling's been with him the whole time, all the way through here. Coach Danny Wingate's also on the staff right here. These guys, they put in a lot of work to it, and it's good to see it pay off.
Absolutely. Here comes Coach Cav going up the ladder there. If you're watching at DS Jacket Vision on YouTube, what a moment, how much work they put in, as you were just saying there, Mitch, to finally cut that net down, and there it is, folks. Your Denham Springs Yellow Jackets have punched their ticket to Lake Charles in the top 28 at Burton Coliseum. That game will be coming up. I believe it is going to be a Thursday night contest. We do not know the exact time or opponent yet, but I do believe that Division I non-select semifinals are on the Thursday night at Burton Coliseum in Lake Charles.
The last update I had, East Ascension had an early lead in the first quarter, about 14-7. We'll get more updates now that it's important because we know that's who we're facing next before we're off the air.
Absolutely, Mitch. Man, just a great job here tonight, and just an electric atmosphere. Just so excited that we're a part of this, and glad that we could all cap it off here. Not our home gym, but close enough, right down the street with our neighbors at Walker. Of course, thanks to Walker for opening their doors to us. Everyone with Walker here has been so great. So I want that to be on the record in saying that everyone here has been just fantastic, and just what a night, man! A Friday night with your home crowd behind you, the quarterfinals. I mean, this just had everything you would want. And the Yellow Jackets come out with the win, 53-50, to punch their ticket to Lake Charles. We will take a timeout. We'll be back with more of the post-game wrap-up after this. It is Yellow Jackets basketball.
Flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Big Mike's has burgers, steaks, seafood, pizza, salad, sides, and desserts, 37 TVs, and Big Mike's is open late after the games. Live music on the weekends, locally owned and operated by Denham Springs High School graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Check out the Denham Springs Athletics Hall of Fame at Big Mike's. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, 123 Ascom Square in Denham, or delivery through Waiter or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store in Livingston Parish for over 40 years is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all of your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. Plus, Sportin' Center has all of your brand names like Adidas and Russell Athletic. And Sportin' Center offers one-on-one customer service. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, and laser engraving. And they can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range in Denham Springs.
Where can you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is your one-stop shop in Denham Springs for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Brandy Robertson is ready to help. Visit betterwithbrandy.net for your surprisingly great rates today. Brandy Robertson, State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual views will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Welcome back in. Post-game wrap-up here from Walker High School. The Grady Hornsby Annex, 53-50, the final, as the Yellow Jackets defeat the Ruston Bearcats to punch their ticket to Lake Charles for the first time in 21 years. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. And Mitch, what did I text you earlier today?
You said it's going to be a great night. We're going to have a lot of fun.
I said we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. And you said, if you say so. And I said, I'm calling it right now. So I said,
Josh knew from the start. I was Chicken Little. As soon as the playoff brackets came out, I said, man, I was hoping to avoid Ruston. There they are. Josh said, bring them on.
I did.
We'll be ready.
I said we'll beat them by 10. We didn't beat them by 10, but I can't say exactly what I would said on the air here, but, we have a good time on our group text here. Mitch, if you want to hop up and let Coach Cav jump in real quick. He snuck up on us.
Star of the man of the night.
Yes.
Let me get out of the way.
The man. All right, Coach Cav going to get his headset on and get settled in here as we... All right, Coach Cab is now settled in the saddle, if you will. Coach Cab, congratulations. Punched the ticket to the top 28 for the first time in 21 years. I know y'all started looking at this the moment y'all lost to Natchitoches Central last year. Everything you put together, it all came to fruition here tonight. What a night, what a game. It had everything you could ask for. I'm just so ecstatic for you, your staff, and everyone that's wearing the purple and gold here.
What an atmosphere. I told the kids, high school athletics to me is the purest form now.
Absolutely.
With NIL and college and free agency and the big pros. Now you're out here, and that was a war between two really good teams. Ruston is really good, and they never gave up.
They did not. It was quite a fight, and the pendulum swings a lot during these games, and you would go up a little bit, Ruston would go on a little bit of run, y'all would kind of go up there, and it was back and forth. An instant classic here. But what was the turning point for you on this one where you said, okay, if we can hold on here now?
Well, we watch a ton of film and everything else, and I told them this isn't about putting new stuff in this late. This is about who's going to win the game. The tougher team's going to win the game, and we might have been just a tad tougher because I'm gonna tell you what, they were really tough, and I knew they would be. But I just believe that and I tell my guys in Bible study on Friday morning, if you work hard enough, not to take anything from Ruston, at some point you're going to get rewarded. And tonight it was a beautiful finish for the guys, for all of us, everybody concerned.
Absolutely, and just so much that goes into this, and just talk about this team's fight and grit, some adversity that they have to go through at times to get to this point. The gym situation. I've never heard one person complain about it. That you just keep your head up, you keep going, and it says a lot about how these guys carry themselves both on and off the court.
Well, I heard I saw a deal from the football head coach at Sterlington. They're redoing their locker room, and he said they didn't have a locker room, they had a weight room, didn't have coaches' offices, but they also didn't have any excuses. And
exactly.
I told the guys that. I showed it to him. I told him I used it, and we put that aside. And who in their wildest dreams would have thought Denham Springs was cutting down the nets in Walker High School?
Right.
And credit Walker High School, because they were wonderful hosts.
I said the same
wonderful
thing, yes.
hosts.
Everyone here has been so great. The atmosphere here tonight, Coach, is exactly what you would want in a quarterfinal game like this. Both sides going back and forth. I thought it was such a well-clean game. The enthusiasm and the excitement was there. I think we were all up here shaking there towards the end too. When that clock hit 0-0 and you knew you'd be cutting those nets down, what was that feeling for you and this team?
It's been a long ride for me. I can assure you that. Yes. I won it as a player, not because I was a great player. I was just on a great team, and I was in '77, and I've been wanting to get these kids there, and I want them to feel it. And we went to Burton Coliseum in December, and one of our goals was to get back there, and we're going there next week.
Absolutely, looking forward to it, Coach. We'll be with you every step of the way. I know your phone's going to be going crazy for the rest of the night. Enjoy it. Answer all those texts back when you can, but more importantly, get to scouting, because you got a game coming up. It's either East Ascension or Central, so you got revenge on your mind either way.
Absolutely. I hadn't thought about it that way. We're thinking of one at a time, but we're going to enjoy tonight. We're going to enjoy what these kids have accomplished, and it was a wonderful atmosphere tonight.
Congratulations again. We look forward to seeing you in Lake Charles.
Thank you guys coming out here. Appreciate you, Josh.
The man of the hour, head coach Kevin Cavallero of the Denham Springs Yellow Jackets. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back after this to wrap it up here from Walker High School on the post-game wrap-up. Yellow Jackets basketball, 53-50 the final. We're back after this timeout.
Demco believes that championing youth programs helps pave the way for a brighter future. From building the next generation of leaders with the Youth Cooperative Ambassador Program to giving students the chance to visit Washington, D.C. as part of the Rural Electric Youth Tour, our dedication is clear. At Demco, we power youth. Learn how you can participate at demco.org. That's demco.org.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Arishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Mashan and Associates, General Contractors, and Creighton Outpatient Clinic. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
We get back in, post-game wrap-up, 53-50, the final here from Walker High School as the Yellow Jackets punch their ticket to Lake Charles with the win over the Ruston Bearcats. Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. Thanks to Coach Cap for coming up with all the excitement going on there. We had to go grab him because we had to go grab him to make sure he was coming up. And he, great to have you just feel the emotions out of him coming there. But Mitch, before we really sign it all out here, the most important piece to the puzzle
the flower pencil. There was no way we were going to lose 2-0 in the playoffs with the flower pencil.
So the flower pencil now has to come to Lake Charles. So don't forget it. Put it in whatever bag you need to do, because I'll check with you before we head to Lake Charles, because we will be headed to Lake Charles with the Yellow Jackets as well. Hope you will join us for those games. Again, we don't know exact times, but I do know that Division I non-select for the boys do play on Thursday. So I think it's either a 6, 8:30 is I think the tip for those. I believe.
I go ahead and
go ahead.
Say on the air, but I mean, we know for sure we'll be on the radio, correct?
Yes, correct.
We do know for sure about YouTube, but know for sure about the radio.
We will for sure be on Family Radio 91.9 FM. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. So streaming on John Fine Productions as well, so however you get it. So we are working with the LHSA to figure out what our options are as far as filming is concerned. No live video is allowed. We do know that part, so if we're able to do a tape delay or something along those lines, we'll keep you up to date on that as well. But no matter what, we will be on the radio.
Facebook Live it.
There you go, yeah. Right behind us. Just
kidding, LHSA. We're not really going to do that. Just kidding.
But we will be with you on Thursday, and we hope you will join us as well, because it's going to be an exciting one. Again, waiting to see whether it's East Ascension or Central. We know that it could be a district.
It was East Ascension was up 4 with about 2 minutes left in the first half. At Central, that game looks like it's going to be just like ours, down to the wire, back and forth. And so,
well, before we get any further and we forget a few of these final stats, why don't you go ahead and throw out those scores for us?
Give you the scores here for starting out first with Ruston. Bill Sutton had 2 points for Ruston. Aiden Anding, the future cornerback for LSU Tigers, had 6 points. Keyshawn Malcolm with 8 points. Jerron Parker with 12, and then Ahmad Hudson, he was as good as advertised, 22. Look, I'm an old guy, and so he reminded me very much, if any old people out there like me, Lester Earl. Played against Lester Earl in high school. He was a 4-time All-American at Glen Oaks High School, about the same height, both dunking all game long, not just on fast breaks, on rebounds, alley-oops, you name it. Ahmad Hudson, he fit the bill. He played great tonight, 22 points to lead Ruston going that way. For Denham Springs High School, a lot of guys getting involved, a lot of guys contributing. Trey Dorsey coming off the bench, hitting a three-pointer, big three-pointer. That started right there in the second half. I believe we had back-to-back three-pointers to get us going. 6-point run right there to start the second half. Jeremy Williams had 4 points. J.K. O'Connor, 6 points. Couple great defensive trips back-to-back that held Ruston scoreless right there. It's a 1-point game going back and forth. Sean Goldman with 7 points. Then we had Jermaine O'Connor with 13 points. And then Dejon, number 12, Dejon Goldman with 20 points for the Yellow Jackets, leading us tonight. Dang. And that's what we've talked about all year. It can be anyone different at any night for the Jackets. Last week it was Jeremy Williams on the offensive end. Tonight it was John Goldman. next game, it could be anyone else. All the guys for the starters for the Jackets, all the guys off the bench are capable of having great nights and shooting it well at any point. And so just congratulations to all the young men out there for the Yellow Jackets and the coaching staff and for everything they put in to see it pay off. And then, of course, don't want to just stop. Just getting there in the ultimate goal, I got to admit, I think back to 2006, and Tasman Mitchell was here, but his crew at LSU partied so much and celebrated the Final Four, getting there, beating Duke, and then beating Texas, and really laid an egg at the Final Four.
Yes,
so we don't want the Jackets to celebrate too much. Have a great time tonight and all that, but let's get back on track and go get a couple more W's, 2 left.
Yep, so obviously cutting the nets down here, we now owe Walker High School a basketball net.
I believe
send the receipt
Coach,
his name is Mitchell Covington. So
I'll pay it. I'll pay it. We'll gladly pay that one. We will gladly refund them for the nets that we chopped down, and I'll ask them exactly what type of net they want to use. They might have a specific brand, and we'll get it for them.
Yep, that's right. We'll call up our good friend Stacy Phipps at Sporting Center, and we'll get a brand new net because, Sporting Center, they have everything you need. We're going to party it at Big Mike's tonight. Thanks to all of our great sponsors and everyone involved with all of this. It's just so fun. This one was just so wild. I mean, there was a point in the game where we were looking at each other, and I couldn't, with these headsets on, we still couldn't hear each other, but that's how loud it was in here. Just a great atmosphere for a high school game, and just so glad that the Yellow Jackets came out on top. So, Mitch, close us out here. Final thoughts.
I mentioned a while ago, just to see that these guys have been worked for this, longer than a year, really. Sure. But for certain, you got knocked out in the quarterfinals last year, and he's like, we had a lot of guys coming back. The mission has been getting to Lake Charles, and that's been, the theme all year long. To have it come down to just such a close game right here, down 1 point to start the fourth quarter, but to finish it out, to play with poise, even, a tie ball at the end and gave them possession, with 16 seconds left or whatever. We still played defense and defended when we needed to, and to finish it out, just credit to all those young men.
Absolutely. Here's the saying of the night: won but not done.
There you go.
There you go. All right, that's going to do it here for us, folks. Thank you all so much for joining us again. I believe it will be a Thursday night tip for the Yellow Jackets. Don't know who the opponent, don't know the exact time, but we will try to keep you up to date here at DS Jacket Vision. Of course, check your local listings, as they like to say, things like that. We'll get the information to you about how the Yellow Jackets and how to get the Yellow Jackets as part of our crew here at John Fine Productions. So, 53-50, the final here from Walker High School as the Yellow Jackets cut down the nets and head to Lake Charles for the top 28 for the first time in 21 years. Great. Thank you all so much for joining us. I will sign it off here for Lamine Figueroa back at the studio. For Zachary Williamson, for Mitch Covington, for Darren Ferrente, for John Fine, I'm Josh Ward saying good night, everybody. Go Jackets.
You've been listening to Denham Springs High School basketball broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, Baton Rouge. On the net at johnfineproductions.com. And on YouTube, please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. Josh Ward on play-by-play with Mitch Covington on color commentary. Denham Springs High School basketball broadcasts are a John Fine production.